Welcome back to another episode of the What's the Play podcast. My name is Brian. I'm here with Nate, CT, JB, Brandon, and JG. So we're going to get right into it. Earlier this week, the Boston Celtics and Kevin Durant, the Boston Celtics and the Brooklyn Nets had talked, and the Celtics offered the Nets Jaylen Brown, Derek White, and a first rounder, and Brooklyn countered with Jaylen Brown? Yeah, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, another player, and 2 first-round picks. So we're going to start with CT. How did you feel about those news when it came out?
Well, first off, I'd just like to say, if you watched the last episode, I was right. I feel like this was the trade that Brooklyn had been waiting to receive because I feel like Jaylen Brown is probably the best player they realistically could get if Boston really down bad wanted Kevin Durant. As a Celtics fan, I don't really like the deal because I feel like you're giving up a lot of something that could still be great down the line for immediate success that isn't guaranteed. I feel like this doesn't make you a dominant super team to the point where it's so clear that you're going to beat the Bucks in the East or you're going to beat the Sixers. I still think there's an argument that you're not the guaranteed best team in the East because other than your starting 5 and then Derek White off the bench or Al Horford off the bench, however that lineup would look, it's looking real slow, especially if you have to give up a player like Grant Williams in the trade in addition to Marcus Smart and Jaylen Brown. So trying to figure out what the team actually looks like after a Kevin Durant trade. And of course, you can still try to pick up players. Oh, forgot about Danilo Gallinari. But you can still try to pick up players on vet minimum deals. But we've seen with other teams in the past few years, like the Lakers, they haven't been able to find those quality players on those vet minimum and mid-level exception deals. So, what? I'm wrong? No, I'm just saying.
That's a very unique situation.
It is, but it is a situation that has a lot of star power at the top. And when you have a lot of star power at the top, go ahead.
Power, yes, because we have LeBron James and AD. But there's another man that's on that team that's not a star, but his contract says a star.
He was there the year before?
Huh?
He was there the year before?
Man, year before.
They tried to build a pretty. What was that, the 7th seed year?
You talking about the Wizards?
No,
he's talking about the year Lakers lost to the Suns.
The year we had Dennis Schroeder. Everybody was hurt.
Dennis Schroeder,
Everybody was hurt.
Everybody was hurt.
But who's to say that doesn't happen with the Celtics team? I feel like if you trade away a lot. No, I'm saying.
Okay, I get what you're saying, but if you're gonna go off injuries, you can say that with the current roster.
But you can. But
anyway.
if in the event that happens, you still have Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart who can keep the team afloat.
Who's doing what?
Keeping the team afloat.
There's a difference between I hear what you're saying. There's a difference between the Lakers roster situation, especially that year, and KD was the ultimate plug and play superstar.
I feel like the Celtics roster would be down worse if in the event that they traded for Kevin Durant and him and Jason Tatum were both injury prone. In this hypothetical situation, comparing it to LeBron and AD, I feel like the Celtics roster is probably worse because then Malcolm Brogdon is your best player.
The Celtics roster.
Hold up, you're saying what situation is Marcus Brown the best player?
Because he's talking about. You're probably talking about how the Nets wanted Marcus Smart in the trade.
Yeah,
right?
That's the only way they're saying the deal happens if they get Marcus Smart. I don't know why Marcus Smart is this big asset that they really want, but because they offered Derek White at first.
The year.
Did you watch the playoffs?
You told me he was defensive player of the year. He earned that.
As a Celtics fan, Marcus Smart has a special spot in our hearts. But
you can't get rid of him.
It's not difficult to say that in the last 2 series of the playoffs, Derek White outplayed him. And so I don't know why if Marcus Smart over Derek White is the reason why this trade wouldn't happen. I don't know if that's what the Nets would allow to hold up the trade. So I don't know how true the report is either way.
Because what was the original deal? Jaylen Brown and who?
Jaylen Brown, Derek White, and the first round pick.
Okay. I kind of see where you're coming from because starting 5 Brogdon. No, I still think KD to the Celtics is you're trying to win now, right? But
shouldn't you always be trying to win now?
But in terms this is a definite.
Is this team not already win now though? They were just in the.
No, they are.
And I think they got better and they added depth.
They are, but it's Kevin Durant.
It's first of all, it's Kevin Durant.
I know. I'm not saying. That's why I said you're trading for Kevin Durant for immediate success, but it's not a guaranteed championship.
Second of all, y'all didn't expect that team to make the finals, so why are we acting like?
Did I
It's a
not say in the
win-now
group
team.
chat? I said in the group chat, if the Celtics stay healthy, they're winning the finals. I said that in the first round of the playoffs.
Well, they stayed healthy.
He is the one who said they
Rob
should
was.
tank in January.
Yeah, he was also one of the
I believe
Yeah, I don't know what you were talking
Why are we
about.
doing this right
But the whole thing is, if they stay healthy, every team you played against had somebody that didn't stay healthy.
Exactly.
At
We did.
that point, you
Oh,
go
yeah,
to the
they-
finals every year. All you need is
Rob-
Chris Middleton and Tyler
Rob
Herro to
Williams
get
was
hurt.
hurt.
every
Rob
year.
Williams was
Rob
hurt.
was hurt.
Rob would.
No, I'm saying
now? That's a serious thing.
That's why I'm able to, just keep my prediction as.
No, but I feel
Every
like-
time y'all mention Rob Williams and compare him to the likes of the others that were
No,
injured
hurt.
on their team.
Like 6 man of the year, quality players. The
Whoa.
Tyler Herro
He's
was
a
6
Robert-
man of the year.
But look, all right, so we have 6 man of the year. How high do we hold defensive player of the year? Because
I'm
I
not
would
gonna
say
lie, though.
Robert
I
Williams
think-
healthy is a defensive player of the year
I
quality
think-
player.
But you had the defensive player of the year.
You literally had a defensive player.
And we had another one who was
But
injured.
Rob probably would have won defensive player of the year if he doesn't
Wasn't
get
Rob
hurt.
coming back injury
Nah, I wasn't
during the
there.
playoffs? Was he coming?
No, Rob would have won defensive.
No, you would have won if you played those.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, those last, what was it? He tore his meniscus. He missed
He missed
the
like the last 20,
yeah.
15, 20, I think.
Is Robert Williams more beneficial to that team than Ben Simmons would have been to the Nets?
We haven't
Yes.
seen Ben Simmons play
We
basketball in a
haven't seen
year.
it. Yeah, that's too early to tell.
And
doesn't
so,
matter.
and so, when does Ben
I feel
Simmons?
like-
It depends on when Ben Simmons starts playing. Because if he starts playing in the playoffs, I don't think so.
Is Robert Williams a better defender than Ben Simmons?
No.
They play two different roles. But no,
That's
I wouldn't
the
say he is.
question.
No,
I don't think he
no.
is. I think Ben Simmons is probably a top 3 defender. in
Yeah,
the league.
Ben's a little
Well,
more. Ben's more versatile.
That answers my question.
But the thing is,
And
if
then
Ben
Chris
Simmons
Middleton,
plays,
I
I
don't
don't
think
know
we
if he
really
makes
need
the Nets a top 3, top 5 defense.
I think he makes them a better defense.
I think Ben Simmons, I think Robert Williams on the Nets in comparison to Ben Simmons on the Nets. I think Robert Williams could have a greater impact on that defense than Ben Simmons would on that defense. But at the same
That's a very
time,
good point.
I think Ben Simmons is a better defender.
They didn't have
They
anybody
play
that
two
could
different
protect the rim,
roles.
right?
They play 2 different roles.
I don't know the way that team was constructed. Everybody was 6'3" and under. Then it was
They
Kevin
needed a
Durant.
perimeter-
I know
they
that.
needed
And
perimeter
then
presence.
Blake
They
Griffin.
had
Blake Griffin at the 5 man.
LaMarcus
needed-
Aldridge,
they
Blake
needed
Griffin,
big presence
Claxton. No,
I mean-
I would say Nick Claxton's not to get too off topic, but Nick Claxton's passable as a rim protector, but since they had like perimeter defense, it put more pressure on him to be an elite rim protector.
Yeah. So
You couldn't
we're
keep
gonna
Nick
be
Claxton
in
on the
Utah.
floor all the time, though.
you could run a lineup where KD is your tallest player. That doesn't mean
Yeah.
he's the center,
That's
but
true.
he can be your tallest player with a team with Ben Simmons on.
Ben
But back to
Simmons
the
is,
And you talk
But I say technically he'd be the Celtics' tallest player.
Just-
I
real
mean,
quick.
I think if we go back really to the trade, I really think these are all lies. I don't know who
I
is
don't know how
spreading
true it
these.
is.
I feel
Yeah, I
like-
don't know who's spreading these rumors.
Well,
I
the
really
Nets.
think
It's
it's,
the Nets.
That felt like a
out-
Nets sleep.
it's outside of the factory to make sure that they don't have to. And I'm gonna be honest. Don't clown me. That they don't have to settle for Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson. I'm gonna be so serious
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
as days go on, it looks more and more like it. And honestly, before that Jaylen Brown rumor came out, people were saying, damn, maybe Mikal Bridges ain't so bad to get back. Or when you're looking at other people, like other teams that he could go to, because at the end of the day, the reason I don't believe it is because I don't see a reason for Kevin Durant to want to play in
I
Boston.
think I'm the highest one on Bridges here, but yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, I don't see
what do
Kevin
you
Durant.
think Bridges' peak is?
A legitimate third option,
Does that mean
like an actual third
so?
option.
Wait, if you're trading him to the Nets,
He-
so third option on a championship level team.
Yes,
So wait,
maybe.
all right. So
maybe,
I can see that because he was the
Yeah.
4th option when they went to the finals. But at the same time, I don't know if I want that. I don't know if I want a third option being the headline in a trade for Kevin
But-
Durant. And look, I don't know if the Kevin Durant trade happens. If they want to make a deal with the Suns, why don't they just wait until February?
That's probably what they're
DeAndre
going to
Ayton-
have to do.
When
But
DeAndre Ayton
also-
can get traded. And even then, I don't know if I want DeAndre Ayton as a headliner in the trade. But still, if they're in a
What are they
rush,
gonna get
The
back?
Nets don't want DeAndre Ayton. What do you
Man,
do with?
they want to
Unless
take
the
Nets.
Nets
They
are able
wouldn't
to
accept the
find,
trade.
I'm about to say, unless the Nets are able to find somebody that's willing to give Utah 5 picks and they try to get, and then they can get Donovan Mitchell. I don't know what better player you're getting than Jaylen Brown or Scotty Barnes like to start a trade.
yeah, the Raptors would be crazy to,
They're not trading.
in my opinion.
Well, they're not.
'Cause
But
that's
I'm saying
even
that's
worse than
probably
the
the best
Celtics
you're going
are
to get at this point.
Is Brandon Ingram better than Jaylen Brown?
No.
Yes,
Yes.
But even then, I don't know if the Pelicans.
Yeah, I don't know if the Pelicans make that trade.
I don't think they want to give up. Ingram.
None of them
Because
teams.
man, the way
I
Zion
think
doesn't play basketball, it'll be
None
hard.
of those
Okay,
teams
you
are
know that.
offering these players. I don't even think the Celtics are offering these players, bro.
I think they
Because
offer.
no,
I think
because
there's
The original
KD,
offer.
because KD, if KD makes a list, or any player that really is top 5, top 10 makes a list, why are you going to sit there and throw your assets at somebody where you don't want to be wanted? Like,
But KD did make the list.
He did.
and there was one team on it.
The
No,
two- no.
No, 3
2016.
teams.
The 2016 made the list and Boston was on it.
Oh, you talking about that? Yeah.
Boston was or was not.
What?
No, Boston was on the list.
Boston
It was
was
on the list.
OKC, yeah.
This is the teams he want to go to in
Team he wanted to go to.
2016.
Philly,
He said
Boston.
16.
he said if he didn't go to Warriors, he
Philly,
went to Boston.
Boston.
He did not listen
So what's
to
changed
Toronto.
since then?
Golden
They're still
State.
racist. They're racist back then.
No, I don't think he listened to Golden State initially.
No. Golden State wasn't on that initial list. It was Philly,
that
Boston, Miami, Phoenix.
Was New York on
Yeah.
that
I
list?
think Toronto was on there. I don't think New York
no
was
way.
on
I
there.
don't remember
Actually,
that
I don't think
list.
Toronto was. I don't think
I remember it
Toronto
being one team on that list.
I know the
Yeah,
Wizards
which
weren't on
was?
there.
Are y'all talking about 2016 or are you talking about today?
talking
Then
about-
it's
No,
almost
no,
like
Hey,
Today,
Oh
I
no,
remember there
today it
being
was
just
just
one
Miami.
team.
It was Miami and
It was just Miami and Phoenix.
It was. I don't even think it was Miami. They kept saying
Miami-
he was.
no,
They
Miami
say he
was-
was open to the idea of Miami, but he had a short list of one team that he wanted to go to.
which is Phoenix.
And it's like,
Yes,
why
that
do
was
you
it.
sit there and put together a package and wine and dine this player that don't want to play for you?
Either
No,
way.
because he gonna
Because
play.
it's right.
He gonna play.
But we
It's-
talked about
it's-
that. We
it's-
talked about that on the last
it's
episode.
like-
We were
it's-
like, is he going to sit out or
It's
not?
like
Yeah.
the
It
Kawhi
doesn't matter. Sit
situation.
out.
Yeah.
You just get his
It's
20 and
That's
go.
a perfect example.
It's like the Kawhi situation though, where it's like Toronto traded for him, and initially Kawhi was adamant about like I want to go to LA, whether it be the Clippers or Lakers at the time. But like once you make that trade, like you're gonna play, especially with someone with 4 years on your contract. You're
But the thing about Toronto is Kawhi was an expiring contract, so they knew they only had him for that 1 year,
yeah.
and it was an upgrade from DeMar DeRozan.
But
And you were still keeping most of your
It was a
core guys.
guaranteed upgrade though.
It was. It wasn't.
It wasn't.
Well, no, an
No,
upgrade
it
over
was-
DeRozan.
No,
yes,
no,
it wasn't a
no.
guarantee.
It wasn't.
It
It
wasn't.
wasn't.
It wasn't
Kawhi
guaranteed.
wasn't a guarantee.
He missed
Oh,
the
I know.
year.
I know he
His
had.
injury was kind of crazy.
Hold on,
What they were saying about
guys,
it.
guys.
It wasn't really
Oh,
I
it's
know.
not the injury.
I know he
Yeah.
had. I know he had the injury, but you're telling me people didn't perceive him as an upgrade, despite
I think
that.
the
Despite that
perception
injury.
was an upgrade. The perception.
He was
It's
slightly
kind
an
of
upgrade.
yeah,
I
he
don't
was
think it
slightly.
was very lopsided. That's why they didn't have
No,
to
I'm
give
not
away
saying
much.
it was like crazy where it's like he's here and
No, he was still definitely.
When you look at it now, it looks like that. But
Right.
At the time,
No,
it was
No,
like,
no, no,
I thought it
no,
was a
no,
pretty good
no.
trade.
My point is, I'm not saying they were like here. Like it's more like here. But I'm saying I thought
think it
people
was more
saw
like
him as an upgrade.
here.
Like,
No, like here.
but no,
Fuck, come on now.
come on, man.
I'm
Come on.
serious.
DeMar
There's no
DeRozan-
way.
No disrespect to DeMar
There's no
DeRozan,
way that
but-
you see a guy putting up like 20 plus every year and they're going to the playoffs. The only person they was losing to was LeBron.
That was his best season too, DeMar's.
That's the only player that was losing to was LeBron.
Yeah.
And
Kawhi
that being
just
his
missed
best
a
year-
year.
The-
Kawhi
that
just
being
missed
his
a
best
whole
year
year.
showed that
Yeah,
that
but
was
you
probably
know what
their
you're
peak
getting
with
with
him.
Kawhi.
Oh yeah, definitely was.
You didn't know what you were getting. He
I
just
mean,
missed a whole
But
year.
you take that risk though, because you
take
see
that
what
risk.
Kawhi is.
You see
at
what
his
Kawhi
best-
can do.
at his best injury talent. DeMar at his
Kawhi,
best is.
before Kawhi got hurt, he was like top 4 in the league.
Yeah. and
Think
Kawhi-
about it, because
Kawhi
people were
was-
because people
he
were
was.
He
saying
definitely was.
I
Top
need
four?
to go back to that league.
No,
But
I
think about it,
20, what was it?
2017, he got hurt. Yeah.
Man,
They would have beat
Yes.
the Warriors.
No, but think about it, because even back then.
Hey, wasn't they?
I ain't gonna lie, they was about to beat the Warriors
up.
that year.
They was whooping them game one.
No, but even
He
but
was up
they weren't going to beat Golden
in
State.
game one.
Right.
And
It was up.
And I was serious, his Warriors probably.
He was
beat them.
up.
They act like it was 3-1 and he got hurt.
No, but Golden State would have won.
He
But-
played
but-
20
Golden State
minutes.
won.
That's why I had to
Golden
hit on
State
him,
would
man.
win.
What can I say?
No,
That's
but-
like when Brian said
no, but the thing about this
he
is
said it would have been a sweep if KD ain't play 11 minutes in the finals versus Toronto.
I didn't say it'd be sweet.
Nah, them 11 minutes matter.
They would have been 5, bro.
Them 11 minutes matter.
They would have
I'm
been
saying
5.
I was down that hill. When KD
didn't
came,
say
them
anything,
11
man.
minutes
I
mattered.
believe
man, that momentum.
I believe
Momentum was
man.
crazy.
Game
I'm
5.
so-
The energy,
They would have lost
the
in
energy
5.
in
bro.
He joking, but I'm dead serious.
I'm serious too. The energy in the building was so different when KD was playing. That's why.
Did you shift it?
So,
So the
Drake
energy.
was like,
Why do you think they was cheering so loud when he got hurt?
yeah.
No, but that,
They
okay,
knew.
so-
Nah, everybody was saying, you saw Drake, he was really sad about it.
Yeah, Drake was.
He was like, ah.
but
no,
the thing-
that was Clay. That was Clay, right? When he
No,
did
it was.
this.
That was-
it was
No, no,
Drake.
no,
That
it was
Drake.
Drake.
No, no,
Drake got
I'm
hurt
saying
Golden
when
State.
Drake did this, like his knee thing for Clay, right?
I don't know. I just remember he did this for Kawhi.
Because it's
Come back for
this.
KD.
If it was this, it
Yeah.
would have been KD.
That would never
KD
hurt
scored.
in for me.
But to get back to the Kawhi point and then the KD point,
Man.
both of those you had people saying like Jaylen Brown should be included in that trade. So like even if we're gonna talk about Kawhi's like trade value not being that great, it was still like you wanted a young star, and
Was it a pick in that Kawhi trade, or was it just DeMar and Danny Green?
it was DeMar.
It
was
was
Jakob Poeltl
It
in
was
the
a pick
trade?
that turned to Jakob Poeltl.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
no.
It's
Jakob
just-
Poeltl was in the trade because he played with the Raptors, and then he got traded
Oh,
to
yeah,
the Spurs.
that's right.
You're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the pick was Keldon
Like-
Johnson.
It looks to me
Pick was
like
Keldon Johnson.
the Spurs traded more assets than
It did.
they gave Danny Green as well. No. If we going back to that
No, I get-
time,
I
if
get
we
what
going
you're
back
saying.
to that time,
No, I get.
was
I get
Danny
what-
Green not averaging
Yeah.
40%
No, I get
before
what
his
Brandon-
demise?
I get what Brandon's
His
saying.
demise like literally that season.
No, it wasn't.
Nah.
He started going to the downturn.
No.
No, he was
It
still good.
after,
He was still
it
good in
after he
Toronto.
messed up Clay's knee.
He was
It
good in
after he
Toronto.
messed up Clay's knee.
Yeah, Danny
Did
Green
y'all
still
not
good in
give him
Toronto.
2 year, $30 million off that
Man.
performance?
You know talking about Laker contracts?
No, but Brandon's got a good point.
I don't base
because
anybody
if you're
down
gonna
on
get
Lakers
if you're gonna get
contracts.
something good for KD, you're probably gonna have to give like a pick or something up. If you're Brooklyn to like get the return.
I will say.
You can't just
No, you
can't
gotta
just throw KD
the same
in
way
there.
they gave up Danny Green.
That's
you
what
might
I'm-
have to
that's
give
what
up
I'm saying.
Steph Curry. It's just
That's
gonna
what I'm
be
saying.
that
They're gonna have to
simple.
give
It's no
something
pick.
else up. That's what I was
No,
saying.
it's no pick. You're not giving
Take
up.
it.
No,
Because whatever team you trade between both, they still want to compete. That pick is going to be
Right.
20 and above.
Okay.
Unless it's like 2029 and nobody wants a 2029 pick right.
Right.
I was gonna say though, like taking a step back though, like short term, like take away like the schematics of the trade. It's like hard, like short term, if you're trying to win, like pairing JT with KD.
Is it?
Like that's hard to say no to.
Oh, I'm about to say, I thought you were saying hard.
Yeah.
I think
I wouldn't do
I don't
it.
know.
I
'Cause
wouldn't do
dude,
the trade.
if KD don't got that dog in him for real,
I
like
think
if we,
you- I think
no.
you said-
If we being honest for a second, if KD
Okay.
don't got that dog in him, and we saw
What
Jason Tatum did in the finals, and
Hold up now.
they run into somebody scary like Curry again, what's going to happen?
I knew it.
Forget
Hold
Curry.
on.
What about Giannis?
Hold on. Wait, no, don't say what you're about to say. You about to say something
Shut
about
up.
Jason Tatum. Yeah, what? You about to say something.
No, but then
I was gonna
honestly,
say Tatum's.
Malcolm Brogdon is now your third option.
Yes.
That's a solid.
That's a
That's
solid
solid
option.
No, it wasn't.
He's
It was
already a third
never a
option.
solid third
He's
option.
our third option right now.
Malcolm Brogdon.
Is Brogdon not the third option right now?
No.
Who's the third option?
Don't say.
He gonna say smart.
Is he
Don't
not
say
Marcus?
smart.
Are we
He gonna
really
say
going to
smart.
say it's not Marcus Smart?
First of all, Malcolm
Brogdon
Brogdon
He's just coming off the bench.
Malcolm
Think about what
Brogdon
you're
is coming
saying.
off the bench.
Is that a good
That don't
thing?
matter. That don't matter.
Wait.
I wouldn't say it's a good
Yeah,
thing.
he's gonna be
but-
the sixth man.
They said that's how they're starting him.
Wait. Who's gonna be the sixth man?
Malcolm
Malcolm
Brogdon.
Which
Not funny.
it don't make
serious,
It don't make sense.
I don't know why they don't
They
bring
want to
Horford
start.
off the bench.
They want to
but
start
that's
two
another
centers so
conversation.
bad.
Why is this Smart the sixth man again?
He's a point
He's the
guard.
point
He
guard.
should.
He's not a point guard.
Wasn't the whole reason they brought Brogdon in so that they could relieve JT?
Why do you bring
playmaking
Brogdon in?
duties?
Why
What
did
are
you
we
bring Brogdon
doing?
in for?
To play
Y'all gotta
point guard.
ask Ime and Brad.
Nah.
Because obviously,
That's
if
crazy.
I'm
That's
the
crazy.
Because obviously, if I'm the coach, Al Horford's
He
coming off
averaged
the
like
bench.
7, 8,
And you're putting Brogdon in there.
Brogdon was literally brought in to help JT with playmaking. Why is he on the bench?
Yeah, I don't think.
Why is he
I
on
don't
the
think
bench?
Smart should be on the bench. I think Al
No,
should be on the
yeah.
bench.
Yeah, Al should be on the
Now
bench.
make Smart the two. Brogdon should be starting on
No,
that.
no,
round.
no.
I agree. Okay.
Exactly.
If our
Marcus Smart
argument
should
here
be on-
is bad third options, just get a better third option. I don't think you need
How
to
do you
get
get a
that
better
one.
option?
Or hear me out.
No.
Or
Yeah.
make your
Third
first
option
option
just
so
falls to the
good.
sky.
You're good to go.
Hold on, get that third
It
option
don't have
right there.
to. It don't have to
What
fall.
third options are out there?
It doesn't have to
You-
fall from the
hold
sky.
up,
But
you
just
don't-
Here's the thing.
Wait,
You're
what third
talking
options are you
about
getting?
like if Brogdon's the third option.
Oh, D'Angelo.
But like
Russell.
in context,
No, that's not a bad third option.
in context, like you gotta think of the context though. If Brogdon's the third option, but your first two are KD and Jason Tatum,
hey man,
Don't matter.
we'll put the Bucks over the hill. No,
Draw
it
it.
was really
Draw
Drew,
it.
but in retrospect, when we really look at the trade,
actually no.
They
Middleton
wasn't-
came to his own- No, my fault. Keep going.
No, he's right. Middleton.
Middleton,
No.
Middleton
Middleton
came
was
to
a
his
key
own.
part of it.
it wasn't. No, but it was
But
also
then
the
you
fact
get
that
Drew
Okay, hold up.
it was also the fact that Eric Bledsoe was playing.
I'm not saying you're
quality
comparing
minutes.
Eric Bledsoe.
See, that's the
No. It's not even Eric Bledsoe.
Because they
It
were
was that.
competitive when Malcolm Brogdon was their third option.
Bro, they was competitive,
Did-
but they
did
sucked
Malcolm
because of
Brogdon-
Eric.
wait.
Because didn't they make the conference finals?
Malcolm
and
Brogdon
play
was the
against?
third option.
No.
Wait, hold on.
I didn't think so.
When
Eric
they
Bledsoe
made
was
the conference
when
finals
they made the
against
conference
Toronto,
finals.
he wasn't
Eric
their
Bledsoe
third
was
option?
the third
Brook
option.
Lopez was 4.
Eric Bledsoe was their third option.
Yes,
Sadly, that's why they kept losing.
That is true.
That's why the Drew Holiday's acquisition
That's
was so
why-
good.
because it's not like you can take a lot of the players that the Celtics have and you can form them together to get a better third option, but not really gut your team the way you gut it, like the same way they just did to get Malcolm Brogdon.
We
So
gutted
what
our
third
team
option
for
are you
Malcolm
going?
Johnson.
No,
No,
you-
he's saying you
you
don't
not
have to gut
Brogdon
your
up.
team.
You didn't, like you just got like a
But
minuscule type of
my
better.
question would be, what third option are you like?
There's a
okay
lot of
with?
third options in the league that you can go
Better
and get
than
that's
Malcolm
not-
Brogdon.
Think you
That's
go
it.
Honestly-
that you want to give pieces for?
Honestly, if they really want to get a quote unquote true point guard and keep Malcolm Brogdon on the bench, and that whole experiment they got going on in Sacramento doesn't look good,
Yeah,
you can
wow.
get De'Aaron Fox. If
You're
You're
they're
gonna
like,
have to give up
I
something
don't like
serious.
no,
though.
you won't if they're 14th. You will not.
I don't like the fit.
But they're
Hold up.
but they
What's
basically are like him and
Doesn't-
Sabonis are the future.
doesn't
Right now.
Fox have a
Wouldn't you
ma-
have to
doesn't
give
Fox
up a
have a
whole lot
max
to get the
You match them up.
Who are you
Yeah,
trading
you
to match
gotta
that
do it
contract?
pieces.
Who you trade? You have to trade something.
What's
now.
his name? Just got 11 million.
You got to give up Brogdon. Brogdon.
Danilo
gotta
just
give
got
up.
11.
Well, no. You don't even have to give up Al Horford. Al Horford and Grant Williams in the deal is legal.
We got to see what Grant Williams gets.
What is Al Horford's contract?
He's like 26. So he's like
Oh, did they
26
rework
against
the deal now?
Yeah, they just reworked it.
When they reworked it.
This like
I don't think KD. To keep a long story short, all the KD stuff is propaganda. Really,
Yeah.
they just want to
Drive up,
inflate the value.
Yeah.
Of course.
The
Yeah.
Celtics will. I don't think the Celtics will be better off doing this because, I mean, you get 3-4 seasons of KD and what? He's 38 at this
3-4.
point.
We're not even getting that.
Yeah.
We
I
talked.
don't know about that.
This
one.
deal was
3-4. He's 34 right now.
Okay.
This
He's
deal
gonna
was
retire.
rumored
You
like
think he's gonna retire?
If he go to Boston, he's not going to be there. If he win a ring, he's done. He's done.
You think he's done if he wins a ring?
Yes.
But I think this team.
He used to say he was going to retire at 35,
I don't
Come
know,
on,
bro.
but
Yeah.
he rewanted that.
See, I don't know
He
because
said that,
KD.
That's
no,
not define your
see,
extension.
but this is the thing: is
What a
KD's
guy.
like
What a
really
guy.
worried about his
What a
legacy.
guy.
So like,
Is
if
he?
he would, yes.
I don't think
Why
you
he
think
was
he
there.
would-
That's my
I think
question.
he
Why
cares.
would
How would,
if he
how
could-
would the Celtics feel about like RJ Barrett?
This is crazy.
No. I'm
We
being
can
so
say how we feel.
serious. Because if you're
Be
looking,
honest
no. Because like you're looking at a team, you're looking at a team right now where Marcus Smart is quite old in
That's a
retrospect to the
backward
team.
step. That is a backward step.
No. I'm not saying. I'm
What's the
saying
whole- what's
in
the backward
retrospect to the team,
Marcus Smart for
No, he's
RJ
not.
Barrett.
I think
he
RJ Barrett-
is.
Let me.
He's older than that
What do you want
core.
to say,
Like 3
JG?
years
What do you want to say,
Not even
JG?
that.
3 years older than the core is a
Not
lot of
even
years
that.
older when you're supposed to be
You might
the
not like
defensive
it.
specialist.
First of all, RJ Barrett is
I think RJ Barrett.
I could keep
would be
naming
a-
names.
a minus on
He
both
would
ends
be-
of the force.
He would be
is
the
a
second
minus
option
on both ends of the
on the
force.
Celtics.
The second option.
In like 2 to 3 years, yes, easily. Maybe next season.
So you must be projecting JG.
Can we go to the
That must
next
be what
topic?
it is.
Yeah.
This got so.
No,
but wait,
no,
let me
no,
say
no,
this.
no,
Let me
I'm
say
being
this. Let me say
serious.
this.
Like
What?
it's so like you can really pick out players where it's like you can find the fit, or you can pick out players where you can see them grow within that same timeline. I'm saying like in
Why don't
terms
you
of
get Cam Reddish?
okay.
All right.
Now you're
Don't fall for it.
No.
Don't fall for
I
it.
know.
That's not the name that was in my mind.
It's a perfect game.
You
He's
got for it.
That's not even a joke.
He's mentioned
That's
the
a
perfect
big-
game.
big
Ryan
value
Tickle.
can't be
Hook,
so
line, and
easy.
tickle. You got him. It's so easy.
No.
That perfect game is
No,
crazy.
I'm not even.
The name I was thinking
That's
about.
actually a serious
The
one.
name I was
address
thinking
that.
about was DeAndre Hunter.
That's not
As
bad.
a third
That's not bad.
option.
No,
That-
I'm talking
oh.
about in terms of him. What is he? 22.
Yeah, but that's a good idea.
I'm just talking
though.
about in
He's a
terms
three- he's a
of because
3D player.
where's Jason Tatum? 25.
Yeah.
Jason Tatum's 26.
Okay.
No, he's not. He's 24.
My bad.
19.
Right.
Wait, how old is Jason Tatum for real?
It's over around.
He's
Jason Tatum's 24.
He's
Jalen Brown
24.
26.
Jalen Brown.
Marcus Smart's 28.
Yeah.
But you would have to give him a good amount to get DeAndre Hunter though.
I don't think so. I really don't.
Yeah, Jason
He
Tatum
definitely
turns
do.
I
He
feel like you
definitely
do
would.
because this is
25.
Atlanta. Because
That's
Atlanta's
the
like
hard-
banking on him to be their
Especially,
third
yeah,
guy.
like
That's why they got rid
teams
of
like
Cam.
that are not going to be like, oh, I'm going to like make this.
I'm
team
not
better.
saying
No,
it today. I'm not saying it today. I'm talking in terms of when trade deadline comes. Some teams look a little crazier than others in terms of who they keep and who they let go. And when them some of those trades,
because I think Sacramento obviously is going to be like they're going to be fine for a playing spot.
Sack's gonna be.
but I'm
No, they are. This, I think
we don't know. Like we really don't know. That organization.
That's fair.
You
It's
believe
but-
in Keegan that much?
Wait.
It's not about Keegan. It's
Did you
about
just say they
Sabonis.
just got Keegan Murray, so it's
They just
okay?
play like ass.
Can we go
Both
on,
of them
please?
this past
They
season.
said they got Keegan Murray, so
No, I
they'll
get
be
that,
okay.
But now,
But the idea is you paired Sabonis and Fox together.
We just seen what they did
for
this
half
past
the season, but
season.
now we got a full off. We got a
Exactly.
full training.
Who's
camp.
their
Let
center?
Let them rock out. Huh?
The
Who's their
bonus.
Sabonis is right.
Sabonis is not a
Playing team.
Either him or
Oh,
Rashawn.
Sabonis is not
He's
their
playing
center.
center though. He's playing.
He's playing center.
Either him
Okay.
or Rashawn.
There you go. They will not be in a play-in.
Thank you.
He's the center.
It's
I
all
think
good,
they-
though.
He can be your center. He's a great fantasy player. I mean,
He gonna
21,
put up-
10,
he
and
put up
5. I
points.
mean, how many? You put them stats into stat
They'll
views,
fight for a
and it's
playing
him
spot.
and what?
That's not hard.
Will Chamberlain and Jokic.
Charles Barkley.
I knew
Him and the goats.
I think it.
He got some all-time great stats when you really put him into
He
the
said Will
They finished 12 last
What
year.
is 336?
That's fine for playing spot. 12.
Yes.
All right.
What'd you say?
They finished 12 last year, and they're how many games behind Tennessee? I don't know.
Now.
Oh, they're gonna be a playing team.
They're gonna be a playing team.
You believe in it?
But the restructure of the West, are they
Yes.
still
What
there?
restructure?
What's restructure?
The restructure of the West with the moves they're being
Think about it.
made.
What
The
you-
Jazz are
Zion
going
coming back.
The
Pelicans.
Jazz go down.
Jazz are gonna be out.
Pelicans made it, so I don't think we're including them, are we?
No, we're not.
Well,
So
they're
was
probably
there eight?
around the play-in.
Was there
The
eight?
Jazz are going down. I think the Pelicans move up.
But the Pelicans were above already.
Nuggets get better.
What team
Spurs
was?
are going down.
Nuggets get better.
Spurs
Spurs
are
were
gonna
in the
get worse.
Nuggets
play-in.
get better.
I think Spurs are trying to put the number
Oh,
one pick.
So the
Lakers
Spurs are
go
falling.
up.
Spurs are falling.
Yeah, that's not
The
a
Lakers
joke.
probably
Lakers,
will go up.
Lakers should go up.
Lakers
Oh,
are
Clippers.
falling.
No.
Clippers
Who
got
was below the
busted a lot.
Kings?
Below the Kings, Trailblazers, Thunder, and Rockets.
Blazers probably going up.
I think the Blazers.
Thunder might be better.
Your cousin Dame will have to hoop if they're going to do that.
No, they got Jeremy Grant. I mean,
They'll be generation.
And wait, who's number 15?
Number 15 is Houston Rockets.
They're staying right there.
Go on.
They're staying right
He's saying
there.
right there.
They're staying right
where?
there.
You think the
15.
Rockets gonna be better than
no, Rockets
Better
will
than
be
the
15.
15th seed?
Okay, they'll be.
No, I
they'll
think
be
it's
I'm
better
about to
than
be
the
between
Kings.
them and OKC.
I can't.
Hey,
I can't wait to see
if
that.
Jalen Green
Hey,
take that jump.
you can book this right here. I can't wait to see the Jazz be the 15 seed with Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan with.
See, that's
There's
no way
gonna
he'll be a
so
15.
See, that's the thing. The
Donovan Mitchell
See,
not like that.
that's the
Who
thing.
not
He'll
gonna
get him to 14, man.
See, this
Look, look, look.
See, this is the biggest
He's
thing.
not gonna let that happen, and they're gonna say,
Wait. The
"Where's
Jazz
the
are better
screen?"
than the Rockets.
Right here.
Huh?
The
The
Jazz
Jazz-
roster is better than the Rockets.
No.
Right now?
No.
No.
Okay, so how are they going to be better than the Rockets?
Rockets.
And look, if a trade happens, they're going to be even worse.
Bro,
Who's
OKC,
saying,
OKC too.
Who's the
OKC
third
too.
best player in the Jazz right now? Is it Patrick Beverly?
Probably. Or Malik Beasley. Like one of the
Walker Kessler. Come on.
No.
Next topic.
The Rockets, but you forget the
But,
Rockets
yeah,
team
that's-
is young as hell.
Yeah, but
like
no,
it
I
makes
was
better
gonna-
talent wise, but that's not going to show up on the record.
Yeah, but I was gonna say like
Bro,
everybody's
man.
gonna be trying to.
I think
not even
I've been
hold on.
told that they're shooting guards the next Kobe and Jordan by that
They
guy.
added. No. They did. They added what they needed.
Yeah.
They did.
They added 2 all-worldly defenders
did.
in
They
one
did.
draft.
Alright, he's a go.
No. They're really all-worldly defenders.
Oh, Worley.
If we're being honest,
Jabari and
I
Tariq.
think their
Yes.
best, I think their best
Summer
pickup
League
in
film.
offseason was
Come
Trey
on,
Burke in
man.
my
We ain't even seen preseason film yet, man. Summer League is one.
I'm talking about defense, though. I'm talking about
That's
just
my point.
the way they move on
They're
the
both
court.
good defensive.
But you talking about years from now. You're not talking about this season.
No,
Yeah.
I'm talking about
This season they're going to be all Worley.
This is crazy.
Nah, man.
Y'all got a good look at that.
I'm
We
talking
had
about.
nothing to do with that.
In that
I'm talking about this season.
Hashtag that.
No,
moment.
but I was gonna say
He's
the
gonna
thing.
be. Hold
But
on.
the thing.
No.
Hold on.
They're gonna be all defensive team type players.
They're gonna have one player on that
Maybe
team
all
that might get
defensive
all
rookie
defensive
team.
second
wait.
team.
Are we talking about the Rockets right now?
All defensive.
Yes.
rookie team.
All right. No.
Moving on.
Let me get my take off. Tari Eason, all rookie second team at worst.
Okay.
I can use that.
I was just gonna say.
And
Is that a crazy take?
No, but what he said was
he
real.
has a 15% chance at being the next Kawhi Leonard. And I think he has a 35% chance. No. A 45% chance at being better than the number 3 pick in this draft, Jabari Smith-Jones.
Okay.
45%.
That's pretty high.
Dude, Tar,
Really
what,
high.
what Tari Issa shoot in college from 3?
Did you see the Drew League footage?
The Drew League footage. Did you see the Drew
I don't
League?
think they ever let him shoot like that.
Before
in
move
LSU.
on, y'all, like real quick. Y'all want to talk about Brian the Drew League?
No. If we're gonna talk about Drew
No,
League,
we're not talking about
No,
LeBron.
we might have
We
a
talking about
whole other episode for
THT.
that.
That dude
No.
stinks.
No. The Drew League will have its own
No, we might as well
episode.
talk about it now.
We have to talk
We
about.
gotta
we
wait
have to
till
talk
PG
about
play.
LeBron James, DeMar DeRozan, Taylor Horton Tucker,
Oh.
Tari Eason,
John Collins. When he
Yeah,
had
John
Paul.
Collins.
and Paul George. All right.
Oh
We
yeah.
don't want to talk about John Collins?
Next
Paul
topic.
George make his Drew League debut yet this summer?
Who?
Did
All right.
he play it? Did he play it?
No,
Paul George?
Oh, you would have heard about it, buddy.
He didn't play it.
If Paul George played, you would have known.
He
You
didn't
would
play it.
have seen it in the group
quick
chat.
comment.
I know.
I just want to say
I
it's
would've-
nasty. Like I don't know if y'all peep this, but like ever since Braun played, now like the NBA and everyone's posting the stats. Hoop culture is like cooked.
What if Paul George
To be
got
fair,
six?
it's LeBron James. He has that.
Yeah, but it's like why are you posting John Collins hoop like stats, dog?
Nah, I
Well,
need to
nobody
see.
cared because
Like,
They was
Yeah,
they
they
was
lost.
always doing it. They just wasn't posting
No,
the
no,
bad.
they
Wait,
wasn't doing
no.
this. They wasn't doing
They
like
just
this.
wasn't posting the bad stats.
No, how many years
I
did
was
we hear
talk-
about Peyton Pritchard dropping? I mean, how many times
92.
did we hear about Peyton Pritchard dropping 90?
Before
It's
Bron
nine
even
points.
before Bron even played, they was telling me about Malachi Flynn.
He dropped
Oh
70.
yeah, I
right?
can see the
But
73.
that's like we talking about.
No,
like,
that's what I'm
stat lines
saying.
so they wasn't like federal. But I'm
What's
just saying,
different
like,
is now they're showing the bad stats.
They're posting
Yeah.
any type of
Like if THT
That's
went and
true.
played that game before
and
Bron,
Collins
nobody would
posting
know.
this stuff too. That's
Nobody would have known about THT game. It would have been scrubbed from the records if Bron didn't play.
Yeah, what did he do?
It
30%
shouldn't be like
in the
this.
Drew League?
I think it was-
They ruining the Drew.
Hey,
So
man,
that's
that's
true.
Lakers number 5 is a monster. All right, moving on.
All right, so
NFL.
Changing gears. We're going to move from basketball to football. Football season is upon us. I think the Hall of Fame game is next week. So we decided to open up.
Yeah, it's next Thursday.
I think we're going to open up football season with a quick discussion
Yeah, we'll be
of the
watching
top
football,
10 quarterbacks in the league today. Everybody from here submitted their top 10 list, and we did some math to calculate and calibrate the list the right way.
there are a few tiebreakers that needed to be
Perception.
done.
Conceptualize the list. So we're gonna. Brian's gonna let you know the criteria because we have some questions for some people here
Yeah,
on
some
this panel.
people might ask,
Take
how did you make this list?
So
What is it
yeah,
based
this is a what's it called?
Cumulative.
Cumulative list.
Yeah.
on?
A conglomerate.
We all submitted individual lists, and then it got.
Agreed.
Yeah, if y'all want to see the
everybody
individual top 10 list, let us know in the
Doesn't
comments and let us know
matter.
on social media.
So yeah, break down the criteria.
What happened to the list, Nate?
What's up?
What we do to the list?
We merged it.
Mm.
Kind of.
Merged it.
Let Brian explain.
That's that 6-figure
Oh,
vocabulary right there.
Merged is
Nah.
Brian, take it away.
Alright, so
You only
basically,
speaks in ones and zeros. That's
so
it.
basically, like everybody said, we did an individual list. We did list 1 through 10.
We'll start when we talk
We weren't completely sure what the criteria
Binary sort?
was, so we kind of like. So we all did a top 10 QB list, and then we took the averages of everybody's picks, and then we went from there, and then we ranked it from obviously the lowest average to the highest. So,
This list does not reflect the opinions of everybody here.
Individually, you might see some players that you may
You
like.
might see some.
Why they so high? But
Something great. I don't even think I paid
What?
attention to the official list.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
picked
so-
out mine.
We'll talk about each player.
You might
Yeah,
even
so
see might even see a player or two that won't play this year. So
this is crazy.
Yeah.
So all right, so the top 10 consensus QB list for What's the Play
Started.
podcast. So number 10, Kyler Murray. Number 9, Matthew Stafford. Number 8, Joe Burrow. Number 7, Russell Wilson. Number 6, Lamar Jackson. Number 5, Justin Herbert. Number 4, Josh Allen. Number 3, Aaron Rodgers. Number 2, Tom Brady. And number 1, Patrick Mahomes.
I win.
Now before we
Is that my list? Are you sure that's not my
That's
list?
not your list.
That list is really similar to mine. It's pretty good.
So
That
when
list
we
is not reflective of my
so
list.
before
Wow.
So before we start, I
my
just want to
list.
say there were a couple of
It's literally your
tiebreakers.
list.
There were a couple of
Except for last
tiebreakers. So Kyler and Matthew Stafford both had the same score, but Matthew Stafford had more votes, so that's why I put him ahead of Kyler Murray. And then Aaron Rodgers and Josh Allen, I believe, were tied.
They were tied.
They were tied, but
They were-
Aaron Rodgers was ranked higher than Josh Allen and by more people. So that's why he was ranked higher
Okay,
than
hold on,
Josh
time
Allen.
out. We're gonna stop right there.
I did it.
release the flight log. We need to see it.
So I posted on my IG as a question.
No, I think obviously just tell us our individual list now.
we
This is
we got it.
Again, if you want,
How was Josh Allen and Aaron Rodgers tied?
Well,
If
somebody
you want-
had Aaron Rodgers at 6.
yeah.
Well, okay, go to the next tiebreaker.
Well, I was gonna say, those were the two tiebreakers. I would say if y'all want to see our individual top 10 QB list, let us know in the comments and let us know on social media.
List.
We will drop those so y'all can see who did what.
I think another thing we need to consider when discussing this list is
criteria.
what are we? Yeah, the criteria and what are we valuing more than the other person? You know, because some people are valuing the previous performance that we have seen, and other people are projecting. So I'd like to hear what did you base your list off of? Did you base it off the previous seasons?
A mixture of both, really, because Aaron Rodgers is a back-to-back MVP. Yes, he lost to Devontae Adams, but it's Aaron Rodgers.
So who did you have at number 1?
Aaron Rodgers guy.
So if we're doing a mixture of both, right?
Right.
Wow. He got me walking up.
Aaron Rodgers, number 1
I need
receiver.
to
Is Aaron Rodgers number 1 receiver Sammy Watkins?
It's
Or-
Alan Lazard, probably.
Oh, Alan Lazard. Okay. So if we're doing a mixture, the
Not
back-to-back
twin?
MVPs really outweighs
It's Aaron Rodgers.
this upcoming season. What do you think he'll be this
Maybe
season?
he makes the
You'll be
receivers.
top 3. You'll be a top
3, so
Is
that's
he?
why.
Does he make the receivers?
I don't think he made
He didn't make
I don't know.
Devontae Adams.
He didn't make Devontae Adams, but if we go back, I mean, Donald Driver,
How far we gotta go
He's-
back? 'Cause
he's
what
worked with a
has
lot
he
of
made?
receivers.
Which ones has he made recently?
Greg Jennings.
Which ones has he
Randall
made recently?
Cobb.
How many?
Who's that?
I'm trying to think. How many receivers?
Who's that white man? Who's that white man?
How many
Jordan
receivers?
Nelson.
How many receivers have left the Packers and had good careers afterwards?
Jordy Nelson had a
Jordan
good
Nelson
career.
was 30-something when he left. Are we gonna do this?
Why do you think he stayed?
How many receivers leave in their 30s and are still good?
Um,
You see what Julio did last year.
Ooh. Speaking of Julio.
No. We're not talking about him. We're not discussing Julio Jones should the Buccaneers give him.
I
I'll
think
say
we-
we'll say.
I really think
Julio
no. I really
receivers
think
for
we need
the
to start
episode.
from the bottom of these lists because
Matthew
this is
Stafford is at 9.
this is really where it starts
Too
to break
high,
down.
too low.
I think it's too low.
I think I had him at 8.
I think you're the only one that thinks he's too low.
Yeah, Matthew. I
I
think
think Stafford's perfect in that 9 to 8.
No. I think what's happened is we've lived too much off potential at this point.
We do.
Because
What's the
what's the
Herbert
consensus
being
for
there?
Justin Herbert?
So wait. If
He's
we're-
number 5 right
So
now.
Just-
the
I'm not even trying to
production.
be
Has he been to the playoffs yet?
He is not.
Okay, so
What
when
is
you
the
do
production you're
playoffs,
basing it off
that's
of?
a team thing. like
Austin Eckler, two really
Two
good
top-
receivers.
Austin Eckler is not a
Pretty-
great running back.
I mean, he's pretty good.
You don't think he's top 10?
he's a good fantasy.
I don't
runner.
think he's a top 10 running back. No.
We gonna have a top 10 running back list just on that.
Look, I don't. He had Matthew Stafford at 6.
Joe Burrow.
Well, I'll explain myself later when we get
No,
to
go
this.
ahead.
Okay, no, Joe Burrow. How is Joe Burrow not better than?
Yeah.
That's
If we're basing
I'm
it off
taking
of production,
I'm taking history.
What
Years.
if we're taking history,
Years
why
of
is
good-
Tom Brady number 1?
No.
On my list, yes.
Tom Brady's not number one.
He literally number one.
Well,
I have,
basing it-
I have Tom
no,
Brady.
I'm saying for me.
I have Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers as my top three.
So if you're using history, how is Patrick Mahomes above Aaron Rodgers?
Playoff performances. I think that's for
I can't
the
be
history of the
okay.
playoff performances.
So the one Super Bowl each?
He probably has two.
Look at-
if
we
he
talk
had-
about
he had a
success-
Herculean
if we're
effort.
talking about
Look,
success-
Mahomes is my one. He's my
Success in the
favorite
last
player in the
3-4
league.
years.
I'm just trying to get people to be consistent with their list.
No, I'm
Who's
being
your number
very
4?
consistent. Josh Allen. You don't want to know my number 5.
Who is it?
Russell Wilson.
How is Josh Allen above Russell Wilson? Do they have a similar career path up to this point already?
I'm talking about recently.
Recently, Josh Allen's been better than playoffs.
Yeah,
Recently.
Russell Wilson.
I thought we were doing history.
We are doing
That is
this.
history.
That's
That's
recent.
last 2
Recent
years.
history.
Yeah, last 2-3 years. Would you going back to 4 years?
Did you
I
want?
don't know because he has Tom Brady at 1. I don't
Tom
know.
Brady was elite in the last 2
Tom
years.
Brady would've won
Tom Brady won a
MVP.
Super Bowl 2 years
Tom
ago.
Brady
No, he did.
Tom Brady
Where
would
did I
have won
have Tom Brady?
MVP.
Where
You
did I have
had,
Tom Brady?
you
So
had
that's-
Tom Brady at 2.
I have Tom Brady at
I'm
2.
about to say Tom Brady would have been MVP if Aaron
Has he
Rodgers
been
wasn't.
better than Patrick Mahomes over the last 3 years?
I believe so.
Tom Brady. It's,
I don't think so.
I say last
It's
year Tom
close,
Brady
but
was
I don't
better,
think so.
but the year before Mahomes was better.
Mahomes has been better than everybody for the last. I think we're getting spoiled with Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah,
We're just
Mahomes.
we're
every
giving
year
him a
he's been
different
the best
criteria.
Are we? He's top 3 on everybody.
No, it's a different grading system.
top
There's
2.
no
It's
way.
Mahomes
He's top
and
2 on
everybody
No
everybody's
way the
list.
most talented quarterback of all time we've ever seen
Oh,
is
wait.
fluctuating
Wait.
this much on everybody's list.
You make it seem like it's Mahomes, then it's a gap to everybody else.
It is.
It's not like that.
In
right
terms
now.
of what?
so.
In terms of
It's
what?
not like that.
In terms of what? What are we talking about?
I'm
Production, watching the game.
Watching.
When I seen him throw that ball,
Oh my
So who's
goodness.
okay? So
nobody throws the ball like him.
Like who, Mahomes?
Yeah.
So Jalen,
I
why do you
think Mahomes-
think there's not
I
a
think Josh Allen and Herbert got some
No, no,
arms.
no,
Because
no,
Jalen
no,
Hurts-
no, no.
That's
Okay.
Don't even
So why do you think there's
Why-
not a gap, Jalen?
What'd you say?
Why do you think there's not a gap
What?
between Mahomes and everybody,
I really do think this season
What?
is going to show Mahomes' greatness.
especially without Tyreek Hill?
Without Tyreek Hill, I mean, he
Okay.
still has Kelsey.
You make it seem like we said Mahomes sucked. We didn't say
No,
that.
no,
No,
So
I'm
won't that-
asking you why is it there?
So won't that show Aaron Rodgers' greatness as well?
I don't
If
think
Rodgers
he's
had a
gonna
good
show
season-
Rodgers
greatness.
hoops. Yeah, it's different.
But
He needs to win a third MVP for you.
Isn't
to
this-
get
No,
this
no,
back.
no, no,
No,
I don't think. I'm
I
not
had him at
saying.
number 2.
Look, I had him at number 4. Is that so bad? I had him behind.
This is the talk
My
for
list
everyone.
was really based
so,
off.
so Lamar Jackson gonna do the same thing without Hollywood.
I didn't say anything about Lamar Jackson.
We
not
ain't
gonna-
get to him yet.
You ain't gonna get me.
We talking
You can't
about
keep talking about
we're
him
talking
on
about
camera.
the top 3 right now.
Yeah. Look,
He not top.
I'm trying to support my black brother in silence. I'm
He's
not
the-
trying to
he's
say
the top
anything
five.
about
Is
it.
he top 5?
Who's top 5?
I think I
Who's
had
top
Lamar
five?
Jackson.
number
top
6.
He is-
Lamar Jackson's not
Lamar
a top 5.
Jackson's not top 5.
No, he's not.
Is Lamar Jackson
And that's
better than Russell
okay.
Wilson?
Yes.
It's
No,
okay.
he's not.
Y'all saw what Russell was look
Listen,
like, bro.
listen.
Look like with what?
Lamar is not top
Yeah.
5, and it's okay.
Did he not have two high caliber receivers?
Man, that boy was running for
Okay,
his
you
life.
know he got hurt and then came back from surgery early trying to be Superman. Well, what's his name?
We're trying to penalize Lamar Jackson for the same thing.
That boy was
No,
living
no,
an
no.
Andrew
Wait,
Luck life.
wait. When?
For getting hurt.
No. We were penalizing Lamar Jackson for doing what?
For getting hurt.
When?
No,
When did we do
we
that?
did not
No.
penalize him for that.
When did we do that? When?
No, they weren't.
We were
penalized.
talking about
They were talking
contract.
lack of weapons. Oh, never mind.
No,
No,
I'm
no.
talking about we was touching the contract.
We were
talking about
discussing the contract. We aren't penalizing him. So, some backstory. Lamar Jackson is probably the next quarterback who is supposed to be paid. We just seen Kyler Murray get a gigantic extension following after Cleveland's quarterback, Kyler Murray. His contract has been in discussion in the media lately because of some clauses that were in there. We're not going to discuss that too much because the clauses have been
The
removed.
Lamar Jackson clothes gonna be
But
nasty.
that's also a good point.
No
but
Baltimore clubs.
It's crazy.
Me and JG feel that Lamar may not get the type of money that other people are expecting if he waits out this next season.
Yeah.
And our whole point was not that he's an injury-prone quarterback, but in the event that Lamar Jackson gets hurt again, the perception among other organizations or his own organization led by owners who all have a groupthink mentality, the perception around Lamar Jackson likely is not that great to begin with as a black mobile quarterback. If he gets hurt again and misses, say, at least 4 to 5 games in this next season, I don't know whether he will get a label on him. And so our thing is...
he definitely will.
He probably will get a label on him.
They're trying to put a label on Mahomes. They're saying he's a 1B quarterback.
Yeah, street ball.
Which is crazy.
And so that's my thing. I am not personally using injuries against Lamar Jackson because I think I have him at 6, I want to say.
What I got in my mind, 6?
Yeah.
So,
no, yeah, 7.
But I don't know if our rankings...
Wait, who did he have? Yeah, Justin Herbert above?
Yeah, Justin Herbert. I
think I have Justin Herbert above him too.
Justin Herbert.
Jay Herbo is just different.
So he's really him.
So here's why I say that Lamar is a top 5 QB, even though he did get hurt last year. He's won MVP before, obviously, but last year, before he got hurt, he was the MVP frontrunner on a team who basically everybody and their mother was hurt last year on both sides of the football, and they were still 8-3 before he went down and got hurt. So considering the fact that he probably would have ran away with the MVP if he stayed healthy, I don't know why he wouldn't be a top 5.
I think he's one of the most. He's probably like a top 5 most viable QB on the team, but he's not. I don't think he's a better quarterback than Justin Herbert.
Yeah, I think using the MVP is. I think using the MVP
what makes a quarterback?
Is the reason
throwing the ball.
Wow.
I can keep going.
No. Wow, that was sick. I think
Lamar's not a good passer.
Whoa, don't.
But if you look at what the Ravens have invested in, you can clearly see
what
their game plan is.
Throw this whole episode in the trash.
They traded their 1,000-yard receiver. The number 1 receiver next season.
Calling Hollywood
a
a 1,000-yard receiver is so sick.
It is with the facts, man.
Rashawn Bateman might be a 2,000-yard receiver then.
I hope so.
Did the offense get better?
First round pick fantasy?
Did the offense
get
that
crazy? Trading.
Okay, so look, if we're gonna cite injuries, and the running back core was awful, and that is something, and that is a lot of the reason why he was top 5 in MVP, because he was doing what a lot of people expected him to do, and that is great. But going forward, everybody has known in the playoffs. He has to get over that hump of when defenses are scheming against the running game even more so than they are in the regular season. They're even more focused. You're going up against the best teams, and we're still waiting for him to prove that he can pass with those other in the top 5.
Yeah, and that's,
we're not
so
saying
why is Justin Herbert
and that's
because Justin Herbert. Hold on, let me pull up the passing numbers for Justin Herbert.
Never mind.
Based on
No.
film statistics, Justin Herbert was a top 5 passer.
What is your question about Justin Herbert?
Because you just said we have to see it from Lamar Jackson, a guy who has won a playoff game and was a pick 6 away from potentially beating Josh Allen.
But you did not see him do that as a
pick 6
passer.
away. That's so insane.
How many points did they have in that playoff game? Justin Herbert just threw for 5,000 yards, 38
6 away.
That's why I don't doubt Justin
As
Herbert's
a quarterback,
ability.
being a pick 6 away is not good. I'm sorry. That probably ruins your legacy. That moves in the opposite direction.
But like Christian said, he has to prove as a passer and get over the hump.
I don't think
that's going to happen this season.
I don't think
based
Justin
on what
Herbert is in question as a passer. That's the difference. A lot of people question Lamar. I wouldn't have Lamar in a top 10 ranking of passers in the league.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us would. Lamar is top 10 because of his you have him as a top 10 passer?
I'm not even trying to be.
Wait.
Why wouldn't he be a top 10 passer?
Dog,
be serious with me. Let's be serious.
We wasn't supposed to talk about this.
Let's be serious, bro.
No. The conversation is over.
Is his basis?
Even if we throw the Browns QB in though, are you telling me that he's not a better passer than that?
He's better passer.
No,
he's not a better passer. And there's nothing wrong with that. He's top 10 because of his rushing
ability. This gonna sound
ability.
crazy. I don't think he's a better passer than Kirk Cousins.
Hook, line, and
He's
sinker.
not.
He's not a better passer of the football than Derek Carr. And it's nothing.
But guess what? They win games because the offense is not based on passing. And that's why they drafted another tight end. They drafted another center. They traded another receiver because they know they're going to run the ball.
Lamar Jackson or Carson Wentz, better passer.
That's Lamar Jackson. I'm not even going to.
No. I'm not talking about decision maker. I'm talking about passer.
Lamar Jackson.
Better throw.
Carson Wentz is one of the most
better arm talent. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Carson Wentz. I'm sorry. It's nothing. But look, if you're including decision making in that, Lamar Jackson is a better decision maker at quarterback.
And Lamar's more accurate than Carson Wentz.
But as a passer, Lamar Jackson is not top 10, and that's okay because he also has the rushing ability that no other quarterback has had in history.
Here's what's scaring me, right? Leaving Lamar Jackson, I don't know why I got Justin Herbert so high, and the reason why I don't know is because seeing y'all being like the way he throw that ball.
I watched the games.
it's eerily similar to me as a young fan. Growing up watching Carson Wentz the first 2 years.
The way you describe
the first 2 years.
Hold on.
No.
Wait a minute.
Wait,
I think
Carson Wentz not a top 5 quarterback.
No, but I'm
ACL?
just speaking in terms of what was he in the
Was
league
he a top
for?
5 quarterback? Yes or no?
Do you know what I'm speaking in terms of?
Yes or no?
I'm speaking in
was
terms
Carson
of
Wentz a top 5 quarterback before he
putting
tore
him
At the end
on
of
that
2017,
list.
the player said he was the 4th best player in the
He was gonna win MVP. Isn't that what we're
That's what
losing
they said about
MVPs,
Carson
right?
So if Carson Wentz is the best, we're doing a good job.
This is I'm talking about Carson Wentz before that year. Justin Herbert hasn't had that year yet. He hasn't.
And the thing about
He hasn't
Herbert,
had the team success.
when you describe
His
Herbert,
individual numbers
His
have been
individual
better.
numbers is top 5.
when you describe his measure,
I'd argue this
Herbert,
Chargers
it felt
team better
like you
than
were
that Eagles
describing
team.
Josh Allen to
I could
a
argue
degree.
that.
I can see what y'all are saying.
Offensively, yes.
for
Defensively,
sure.
no.
Especially if he makes the playoffs this year. I can definitely see him being in the
I don't know. That AFC is
Hold on.
stacked.
Is him not making the playoffs his fault?
Yes. As a QB, you
Can we
Hold
wrap
up,
this
hold
up?
up. Time out.
Justin Herbert not making the playoffs.
I don't know.
he's put up great numbers. He has absolutely put up great numbers. That's why he's a top 10 quarterback for sure.
I think if Justin Herbert
But
don't make the playoffs, it's
Are we
on
not
him.
going to sit here and act? Are we not going to sit here and act like?
No, because you
You
can
got-
make an
you got
argument.
names?
You can make the argument they're the worst team in their
Quarterback
division
winning
right
is
now.
not a quarterback
I'm not saying
stat.
QB wins.
You can-
it's
No,
not.
I'm not bringing up QB.
Wait,
wins. I'm
But
But
that's why you decided
just
to
overall-
playoffs. It's based on wins.
Overall, you can make the argument that they're the worst team in the division right now.
No, you can't.
Yes,
They're
you
not
can.
the
You
worst
can.
team.
Yes,
They're
you
not the
can.
worst team.
No, you can make the
They-
argument. I'm not
you
saying
can't.
that they are.
Who-
No, you
what
can't.
team are
It's
they-
between the Raiders and the
it's
Broncos.
no way
It's
you're gonna
between the
tell
Raiders
me-
and the Broncos.
The
You're
Raiders
gonna
is
tell me
the team
they're-
that just beat them to get in the playoffs.
They're not.
And
worse.
added Devontae
And
Adams.
the Chargers
I
just got better defensively.
Okay,
They
but
got
the
JC
Raiders still
they got
beat them.
JC
The Raiders
Jackson
just
and
got
Khalil Mack.
Devontae Adams, so all that defense stuff. If you have Devontae Adams, you got JC Jackson. Devontae Adams is better than JC Jackson.
Okay, then they're the third best team. They're not worse than the Broncos. There's
I'm
no
not
way.
saying
Definitely
that
they're not
they
the
are,
worst team.
but I'm not saying that you can't make the argument.
It's
Russ
between the
Ball-
Raiders and the Broncos, bro.
Hold up, wait.
I don't know.
Are we
man.
sure?
If you, hold on.
I dare you.
Are we sure that the Raiders
Before you go,
and
you have Justin Herbert being a top 5
I
quarterback
do.
this year. So you're saying that his team is worse than the team that
When did I
doesn't
say
even
that?
have a top 10 QB?
When did I say that? When did I say that? I
Oh, you
said
talking about that.
you can make the argument. I did not.
How
And
about
I
the argument
literally
that you
said
can
I don't think that they're
No,
the
no,
worst
no,
team.
yes.
I
The
said
Raiders
you can
have a
make
better
the
team.
argument.
They don't have a
Listen,
better team.
The Raiders
where
don't
did
have
the
a better
Chargers
team.
No,
get
that
better?
Raiders O-line is like
Listen. Where
That
did
doesn't.
they
You
get
just
better?
throw the ball.
They
up.
got better
It's
defensively.
their car.
The
Okay,
Chargers got
so
better
does Devontae Adams
Chargers
already
got
play?
They got Hunter
Listen.
They
The
got better info.
Raiders-
What am I saying?
Listen. The Raiders beat the Chargers. Come on, the Raiders beat the Chargers to make the playoffs last year, right? So the Raiders were just barely better than the Chargers last year. The Chargers added who? Khalil Mack and J.C. Jackson, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Khalil
And the
Mack
Raiders
was up.
added Devontae Adams, best receiver in the league. Khalil Mack, we don't know what that looks like yet. J.C. Jackson, top 10 cornerback in the league.
Yeah.
Devontae Adams, J.C. Jackson, you're banking on Khalil Mack. If you're personally banking on Khalil Mack looking like top 5 edge rusher in the league, I don't know if he's still top
He's
5
not
edge
I
rusher.
think
going to
he
be that,
looked
but he's
top
your
10.
secondary edge rusher.
But he's
You
not
got
the
Joey
first
Bosa.
option.
No
You got
sense.
Joey
There's no
Bosa.
sense. Hold on. We're talking like edge rushers go against number 2 corners. Edge rushers go against offensive tackles either way, no matter where they are. There's no such thing as.
But the point is he's not going to be
I
double
mean-
teamed because he's got Joey Bosa on the other side.
If
Khalil
the
Mack is
Chargers-
killing,
if
they're
the
gonna
Chargers
double
versus
team.
Raiders,
And if
like,
they do
matched
that,
up,
then Joey Bosa gonna kill you.
the Joey
So
Bosa
having
and,
a better defense.
and Khalil Mack would kill the Raiders O-line. That O-line is awful.
So if Justin Herbert keeps where he is and their defense gets better,
They're making the
you're
playoffs.
telling me that the Raiders are still a
I
better,
didn't say that.
could still be a
I
better
said
team?
you can make the argument because the Raiders got the best receiver in the league.
But you can also make an argument.
And they still have Hunter Renfro.
Because a certain team lost a top 5 receiver. You can make the argument that the Chargers and Raiders are better than the Chiefs.
Look, you can make
You can make
a lot of arguments.
Because they also lost out on
But I think that division 1 through 4, I feel like personally,
All of them
anybody
can make the
up here
playoffs.
can make them exactly, and that's why I feel like if all of them can make the playoffs, how can you not rank them anyway? That's my whole point.
because
You can rank
because
them-
you see the difference.
So if all of them can make the playoffs,
So look-
then there's an argument that the Chargers are the worst.
That's
No.
literally my whole point. You act like I'm saying the Chargers are
From the
going to finish 6 and
If
11.
we're looking on
They
paper
could
right
be the
now,
worst in the division, still probably get like 10 wins. I
if
don't
we're
know.
looking on
That's that
paper right
crazy.
now,
They're like a better version of the NFC East, if we're being honest.
Better.
NFC
Every
West?
division is a better.
You mean NFC
version
West?
of
No, I'm
the
talking about the
NFC.
NFC East.
you
In
mean
terms
NFC
of
West, right?
they are so close, all to each other,
Oh,
So
I
you
get
mean-
what you're saying. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
that we no like
This nigga
like,
brought
to
him
be
in.
honestly,
It's crazy.
like to be very honest, the Cowboys could finish 4th,
They good.
and they
Eagles
could
finish
and they
fourth.
could finish first.
The Washington.
They could finish fourth
Yes, they
The
could.
Giants.
in
ah,
a division with the Giants and the Washington Commanders.
They
the
could
Cowboys
finish
could finish fourth.
Hey man.
Brandon, let's think about this.
Nah, I don't
Giants
think
and
it's
the Commanders
possible.
are.
I think-
are in
Let
the
me
division.
explain why.
Daniel Jones.
As long as Dak is
here.
healthy, they're not finishing.
This is about to say, if it was the NFC West, I would get your point. Because honestly, any
No,
of
it's
those
not
teams-
the what?
Nah,
Seahawks
NFC
are the-
Seahawks
Seattle,
are the
Seattle,
fourth.
yeah, Seattle.
They're fourth.
Well,
No way.
No, don't do it.
No way you're
Don't do
saying
it.
well,
Yeah,
you
don't
know
do
what
it.
version of Andrew Luck you get. If
Andrew
Andrew Luck plays to his potential, you never know. But
What did you lock on the ranking? Can you?
his
Yeah,
name,
he's
his
not
real
even-
name,
He's nowhere on
He's not
there.
even on there.
because I'm not projecting it. I don't think it's really
think
gonna
he's
happen.
32 on
on
mine.
these
His real,
records.
no, he's
He
not
was
32.
32.
He's not 32.
Drew
Oh,
Lock,
he's 31.
Drew
Drew
Lock
Lock
is
31.
better. Who's your 32?
Mitchell Trubisky.
Andrew
That's
Luck.
so sick. Where's Zach Wilson
If
at?
Drew Lock plays like Andrew Luck,
Good
Zach,
point.
who the fuck is that?
I think Davis Mills is about 32.
Is that who's Zach Wilson? 25.
You have Zach Wilson as the 25 best quarterback in the league.
He's under Tua. I think that's a good.
He's under Tua. What
Under
number is
Tua?
Tua?
24.
Who's
You-
23?
Daniel Jones would be like
Let me
28.
just go.
Who's 23?
no. We don't want to hear.
I just want to know 23. Just tell me
Trey
23.
Lance. Honestly, I want to put Trey Lance. I'm not gonna lie. I really think Trey
Who's
Lance.
22? That's the last one I want to hear.
22. No, this one's gonna be sick.
Is he going to the No.
Baker Mayfield better than Tua. I'm sorry. He really is.
Baker Mayfield.
If Baker Mayfield's two shoulders are intact, he's better.
Who's 21? If Baker Mayfield's 22, who's 21?
Oh, the starting quarterback for the Washington Commanders. Carson
Baker
Wentz.
Mayfield is better than Carson Wentz.
I wanted to, but
Who's 20? Baker Mayfield's
Mac
better.
Jones.
Baker
Mac
Mayfield's better.
Jones?
You're a prisoner of the moment. Mac Jones isn't good at.
Mac Jones is average.
Mac Jones has a Patriot.
Baker
No, you're
Mayfield-
done.
Bro,
Baker Mayfield was really bad last season. That's why I didn't put him on.
You're
what?
You're done.
If you have a torn labrum,
You're done.
He had a mess
Did they not have a game of running the ball 55 times?
hey, come on.
It wasn't raining. Did you see the weather that game?
No,
No.
It was windy as
Think about this. Think about this. It's been raining since football has been invented. And in 2022,
Time
they
out.
You
broke
should've
the
said
record.
windy.
Let me explain.
he was
His
going
head coach
against
is
somebody-
Bill Belichick, and he's a rookie quarterback.
Josh
playing
Allen
in
was
the
throwing the ball 50 yards
Hey,
down.
Josh Allen, he's top 4.
Top 4. 3, man.
Y'all
Ah.
are so sick in the head.
I'm surprised y'all ain't say nothing about Trevor. I ain't say Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence is 18 on mine.
Mac
God
Jones-
damn.
Trevor
Mac-
could be top 15 this year.
Mac Jones,
Jones
that's
is
your type
20.
of quarterback.
I think Mac Jones being 20 is
No,
is
that's-
actually
that's
probably
This man
underrated.
ran the ball 55.
Bro, Mac Jones.
It had never
We're
been
gonna be
done in
looking
history.
at. I think we're gonna be looking at Mac Jones similarly to how we look at
Ryan Tannehill.
I literally think
No,
Mac
not even
Jones.
Ryan
worse.
Tannehill.
think
I
it's
literally
worse.
think Mac Jones is just another Kirk Cousins. That's what I
Whoa,
think.
what?
Of Kirk
That's too high.
I don't
Cousins
think
had
so.
3,000 yard
Kirk
receivers
Cousins
in one
is a
season.
talented passer. Mac Jones.
You're
is
looking
not-
at Kirk Cousins over many years. Kirk Cousins didn't even get a rookie season. He's been on RG3. Like, can we let Mac Jones cook a little bit, see what he's going to be at?
Give me that.
Let
His
Mac
coach
Jones
will let him cook.
He was the best rookie
Mac
QB.
Jones.
Hold on.
He was the what?
He was the best rookie QB. Mac Jones is easily the best rookie QB. So, like,
He's the best what?
rookie QB.
Of course he was. Look at his team.
He got his team to the playoffs. Ain't that
getting
what he
It's the
said?
best situation.
It's
Davis
getting
Mills
sick.
would have got him to the playoffs.
Davis Mills will not go to the playoffs.
Dude, you don't watch.
Trevor Lawrence definitely would have gotten into the playoffs.
Carson
They
Wentz
might
would've
have
gotten
won.
to
They
the
might have won a couple
Carson
games.
Wentz couldn't get the Colts to the playoffs. He had to play the Jags.
And he almost did. So if
No,
he
he
definitely
did
would have got
not.
the Patriots to the playoffs.
Oh, Carson Wentz?
Yes. If he almost got the Colts to the playoffs, why would he have got the Patriots?
Jalen Hurts would have had the
Carson had
would
the
have had
top
the
three
Patriots in
running
the Super
backs.
Bowl.
Jalen Hurts would have not gotten anybody to the Super Bowl because he can't throw the ball.
Who can't throw the no?
Jalen Hurts.
You ain't seen the TikToks then, because now it's getting.
I'm not watching no TikTok from Jalen Hurts, man. I've seen
No,
him
now it's
play.
getting crazy.
I've seen full games.
Jalen Hurts really can't throw.
I think he's
I think he's a
half
worse
league.
passer than Lamar
He's-
Jackson.
Oh, easily.
Damn.
Lamar is a top 12 passer.
It's kind of
Whoa,
it's-
whoa,
He's not
whoa!
top 12?
No.
Yeah, he's lower than that.
Is he a better passer than Derek Carr?
Is he a better passer
If
than
he's
Kyler
not-
Murray?
Oh,
if
and
he's
he's top 13 then.
Is
He's
he
not
better-
better
Dak
than
Prescott?
Is he a better
Top
passer
14.
than Kyler Murray?
Who was a better passer than Kyler Murray?
Is Lamar Jackson?
No.
Who is the?
I don't know, because Kyler Murray just be losing his
I was about to
passing
say
abilities
somebody's name.
versus certain teams.
Oh,
it's
talking about another
the
NFC
Panthers.
West
But
quarterback?
certain half of the
The
season,
Lions?
once he get hurt, his arm is like, I don't
No,
know.
once he gets hurt. That's not a good thing to say about a man that just signed a $200 million contract.
I don't know. There's a guy that's trying to get $200 million contract.
Is
saying
he
the
a
same
better? Who is like right there on that tier?
Man, that Kyler Murray, the
Of
Kyler Murray
Derek
talk
Carr,
be getting
Kirk
nasty.
Cousins. After Derek Carr and
Matt
Kirk
Ryan, is
Cousins.
that who you think about?
Oh,
things. Nah, you're not gonna say.
Oh,
that.
we're getting into the.
I don't know.
We getting into the tier I like to talk about.
actually no. This Matt Ryan's arm strength. You know his throw power man is probably a little lower.
You know
than
that
so Lamar. I'll give him the benefit.
You know that tier I'm talking about. You about to get into
Oh,
that
the-
nasty.
Ryan
the-
Tannehill?
No, they all the same
Oh,
ones.
no, we can't put Lamar
They
in
all
that
the
tier,
same.
man. Oh, you talking about
No,
Matt
no,
Ryan,
of
Kirk
course,
Cousins, Ryan
you can't
Tannehill
put-
tier?
Lamar Jackson doesn't fit in there.
He's above him.
I don't
Lamar's
know.
at least
He doesn't have the same
Lamar
same
at
look.
least-
as
No.
Jalen.
But look, realistically,
Say what?
The same play style.
Okay.
They don't bring the same leadership
Right,
to the
right,
game.
right.
the same bullets.
Same.
It's wait.
Lamar's just missing something.
Is
bro.
Lamar a
That's
better
what-
pass?
Passer than who?
Cause look, we can't go.
Is he about to say
We
Baker
can't
Mayfield?
always include last season because he was battling
Let me ask you
stuff.
this. Is he a
with
better
his
passer
He's
than
about to say
James
Baker
Winston?
Mayfield.
Is he a better passer than James Winston?
No, Jameis Winston might be a top 10 passer.
Jameis
I think
Winston
Jameis
throwing that ball.
If we talk about passer, Jameis Winston might be 10. Might be 10 or not.
I really believe.
Wait,
Top
are we
20.
doing arm talent or passers? Because arm talent, he's not top 20, honestly.
Who?
Jameis.
Lamar.
Oh,
Yeah, from our
Arm
time.
talent? He's
Arm
top
talent.
20.
He's top 20.
He's top 20.
Malik Willis just entered the league.
it's time to cut the podcast.
Trevor
'cause-
Lawrence.
Andrew Luck is in the league. Andrew Luck is top 20 arm talent.
Drew Lawrence is not a top 20.
Why do you keep calling him Drew? He's
That's
going
his
by
real
Andrew.
name. No, that's not
No,
that name.
his real name is Andrew. Look it up.
For real?
Yes, I promise you.
Oh, that's
You think his parents named him Drew? Come on now.
I'm not
His
calling
full
him
name is
Andrew
Andrew
Luck,
Luck.
man. That's
Just
too,
like Julio Jones' name is
That's too
Quintorius
close to
Lopez
Andrew
Jones.
Luck.
that's too close to Andrew
Whoa,
Luck,
whoa,
man.
what's his name?
Quintorius
Conto, yeah,
Lopez
his name
Jones.
is kind of.
Never
But
said it.
Oh man,
Speaking of Julio,
this Julio redemption,
Young.
this Julio redemption is gonna be sick in the head.
It's gonna be crazy.
This Julio redemption.
he shut me down every time I said. Speaking of Julio,
We'll get to Julio.
No, we can't talk about Julio until he gets a new number.
why not? I don't think he's getting a number, dog.
No, he is. Once they make cuts.
Brady
the
told him
number-
you're wearing that number, so
No,
he's
no.
wearing that number.
That's crazy.
No, that
What's wrong with
actually.
84?
Who was getting
See, that's not even the number. That's the issue. You
It's
don't even know the
80
number.
It's
It's
85.
not memorable.
It's 85.
It's not memorable.
It's-
See, you don't
you
even
could have
remember.
said any 80 number. It would have been the same.
Yeah.
It's all bad.
It's all bad right now.
They're all nasty.
Put him in
numbers.
0.
Hey,
Oh, right, they
Zero's
changing
not-
out so like
Zero's
receivers
not
can wear
Double
yeah,
zeros.
anybody can wear any
Put him in
1 through 19, 20 through 49, and 80 through 89. So
Why
all
you-
those options.
Yeah.
Double zeros.
Didn't it only didn't it exclusively only used to be like 83, 89 for receivers?
Used to
Yeah,
be
89.
He
Yeah,
got
back
on,
80 to 89
10
and
through
10 to
19.
Yeah, back
Yeah.
in, back
I like
in
it.
OG's days.
that
yeah,
boy got on the
like-
85 like he in EYBL or something.
Look at that roof.
Crazy number.
I
It was
think it was
the,
just so
uh,
like to extend.
position.
Just
The
last- you know, he gonna be
the last
around
good player to wear
173. He can't be on the court wearing 173.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe he wants
Tom
to be
Brady
like
said
Shaq
corners
Johnson.
wearing number 1 confuses him for some reason. So
Yeah, Tom Brady was mad about it. He said, "Yeah, how am I going to be able to identify a blitzing linebacker if he's wearing the same numbers as my punter?"
What?
Nah, it was really weird. I was like, bro, you
Yeah, it was
clearly
real.
see the
It was-
visual difference
Right.
between all these
It was
players.
like the
real
jersey.
old man.
All right, so like last
You wanna wrap it up,
give
or
me to
what?
talk about since like everybody was upset with me about it. So like, do we want to talk about Matthew Stafford?
Yeah.
Yeah, that gotta be the last name.
Matthew Stafford is
Overrated.
firm at that 7. He's so firm at 7.
I respect that.
That's not bad.
Who do you have right above him?
I have Lamar Jackson.
I don't
Who do
think
you have at
Lamar
5
above
then?
him.
I have
Yeah,
Russell Wilson.
Lamar at 10.
You have so who did you have right above?
You have Lamar
You're right
at
below.
10
I think so. Let me check.
I didn't have Lamar Jackson.
and Aaron Rodgers at 6.
I don't know,
They
man.
had him at
Oh, I
9.
mean, I have Lamar at 9.
No, even better.
That's much
Yes,
better.
over
I'm the
there.
one that got Dak in my top 10.
Yeah.
You have Dak in the top
You
10.
have Kyler in your top 10?
Nah, you don't.
No.
You don't.
Oh,
No,
gosh,
man.
why you say it like that?
He
Dude,
said no. I don't know.
Man.
No. So what was
Joe
your question?
Burrow is 4.
Oh yeah, you're.
I made
You
my
called me the
list.
prison.
Wait.
You called me the prison.
All right, so
At the
let's
prison.
look at
My list is a projection of
Where
how
did
I
you
think
have
it performs.
Yeah, Herbert third. Yeah, Herbert third.
No. You had Joe Burrow above Brady. That's the worst part.
He said, I have what?
You
Yeah,
Joe
Brady
Burrow
five.
above Brady.
Well, maybe he's
Brady and Rodgers at 5 and 6.
Joe
is
Burrow
crazy.
better than Tom Brady and Aaron
It's
Rodgers.
subject to change, man. I'm
Hey,
just talking
no,
about
nah, you can't subject to change that, man.
We're filming
They
now.
would change week 5. Like, oh, man, I looked at him now. They look that good.
I finally started watching
But there's a
football.
reason why I grouped them like right next to each other.
You group. Who we talking about? Rodgers and Brady, the
thought we-
two best QBs of the
He
last
thought,
decade.
he thought we was doing tears.
So you got.
You got Matthew Stafford over Russell Wilson too?
He got Matthew Stafford over Joe Burrow. Come on, let's talk about it.
No, he don't.
No, you're talking about me. You're
Oh,
talking
yeah,
about me. You're talking about me. You're
Talking
talking
about
about me.
Broncos.
Is Matthew Stafford? Anybody have Matthew Stafford above 6?
No.
Oh, so it's just you. Okay. Higher. You have Matthew Stafford higher than Brandon has him. Don't you think that's a little odd?
No, I'm not. I'm not worried. So,
But I think because I got
So when-
redacted in here, it's really.
so when I went,
throwing a wrench in my
went
list.
into it, I did do. At first, it was like I was focused on a little bit more last year. So like, I already had my top 5 kind of solidified. So at that point, my last 5 was kind of like
Oh, that makes it sound worse.
it was like nitpicking at that point.
So of the next 5, Matthew
Is it
Stafford
crazy though to have Burrow that high?
No, I don't. If you're projecting, it may
Yeah.
not be. But over Tom Brady is a little
I'm
odd.
saying coming off of like what 4.6K like
It's
that's
very,
So-
it's very. Listen.
Is
It's
that
very
really
possible.
crazy?
It's very possible.
I mean, that's a
that
little
Joe
crazy
Burrow-
to have him over the MVP.
MVP and Tom
Just talking about
Brady.
who's
It's very
Looking-
possible that Joe Burrow
Looking
was
at the
MVP.
previous season.
Him and Tom
like
Brady
that.
were basically like the top 2 MVP candidates.
But here's the thing. So with Matthew Stafford, who did you have right below him?
I had Joe Burrow.
Justin Herbert was
Okay.
a top 2 MVP
So-
candidate.
like a
No, I
O-line.
said Tom and Aaron.
So 7 and who's 8?
I had Kyler Murray at 8.
All right. So when I
Kyler Murray
first
at
asked you,
eight.
when I first asked you on the phone, when we had been discussing the list about what was the difference
You're serious.
between Matthew Stafford over Joe Burrow, what was your initial response?
So initially, I said Super Bowl MVP because I thought
No.
That's what I said at first. I said MVP because I thought he had won it. Then I said okay Super Bowl because at that point I was like nitpicking between people trying to figure out
that team accolade, huh?
how to do it. So I had him
Hey.
over. So I had him over Burrow and Murray for that reason, and Herbert the same thing. Plus, if we project,
Wait. Where's Herbert?
Herbert's 9.
Oh.
So in my
Oh,
projections,
that looks
my
awful.
so that plus, so I had that, and in my projections it was like
Where's Deshaun Watson on your list?
he's not on my list.
Okay.
Russell Wilson
You're
was 10.
safe. You're safe.
Russell Wilson was 10.
My bad.
Why? Wait. Football skill. If you put him on the list, where would you put him?
If I put him on the list, where would he be? Probably 6 or 7.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Wait.
But
Fair.
whoa, or 7? Because that means
Wait.
he's behind Matthew Stafford. But wait.
No. I'm fine with him being behind Matthew Stafford.
I'm sure you are.
Why? Okay. Can you tell the people why you love Stafford so much?
No.
What you about
All
to
right,
do?
fine, yeah.
Can you unlock it, please?
All right, so while we wait for Brandon, so like that
He's
was my
been-
thought. And then if we project forward, you get a guy in Cam Akers for the whole season, so he should stabilize your running game a little bit.
Let me explain. Cam Akers is cooked.
Yeah.
But I'm saying,
But
that's
look,
he should stabilize your running game.
He's
a
not
little bit more.
stabilizing.
You bring, hold on.
Stabilize.
You bring in
Henderson,
Allen.
man.
You bring in Allen Robinson, who
He's gonna stabilize the team.
yeah, but who could be potentially a top 10 receiver?
What?
Listen, hold on.
This is gone way too far. It's no
He
way.
could be in that conversation.
He will not be in that
next
conversation.
season.
I
Not
guarantee-
going into the season. Next season.
Not
he
next
gonna be-
season. The
is-
season after.
next
ever.
season, if it's not this year, it's definitely not going to be next year because it's going to be worse. Is he going to be better than Odell was for them?
Allen Robinson
No.
is a number 2 receiver. Could be better than what Odell was when he got there. Because Odell was only there for half a year, so he's not gonna have the same production.
I think for
Allen
Brian's
could have
sake-
better production than OBJ did last year.
For Brian's sake, we need to cut this.
Let's talk about my Stafford take.
So that's my thought. So,
What in
so
the
you have a top tier receiving core.
No, we're
especially
not-
if you bring in OBJ in like October, November.
He said he could be potentially the top 10 receiver. We're talking about this.
When Terry McLaurin is like at 10.
Man, fuck the baseball. I didn't care about it.
If his numbers, if he put, so let's say he puts up
Never
1,500
been.
yards and 10 touchdowns next
We
year.
can go Sunday.
If he puts up 1,500 and 10 touchdowns,
Why
that's
can't we go
not
today?
going to put him in the potential top 10.
Allen Robinson
We'll
is
leave
putting
that
up
to
1,510 touchdowns.
We've
on the
seen what
same
he's
team.
done with bad quarterbacks.
But he's playing with Cooper Kupp, a top 5 tight end in the
You want to get
league.
that?
Exactly.
No, don't
So
do
that
that.
shit
Don't do
shouldn't
that. Don't let that slide.
Nate. We still going.
He's playing with
it's
Cooper
only top
Kupp,
second right now.
who is not a top 5 tight end.
Damn.
A time we get
The
there, it's gonna
point,
be
but the point is
bottom
he's
of the
playing with
fourth,
Cooper
fifth.
Kupp, so he's going to have
Yeah, that's
single
what we said.
coverage.
Mike
He's going to be the number 2 receiver.
I'll drive.
Oh,
You telling me he can't get you 1,200 to 1,500 and maybe like 8 to
Is
10
Robert
touchdowns?
Woods coming back?
1,500.
Robert Woods is in
crazy.
Tennessee.
Who's getting 1,500 yards?
1,500 is
12
sick.
to 15.
100
Who's
yards.
getting that? Who's getting that many yards?
Can Allen get that?
No.
Why not?
Allen
No!
Robinson is about to turn 29.
Matthew Stafford threw 4,600 passing yards last year.
And he threw them all to Cooper Kupp.
He threw half. Okay, so where's that other 2,000 yards gonna go?
Shit, tight ends, running backs,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Ain't
Oh,
going
yeah.
out.
That's not there right now.
Wait.
I'm saying,
Damn.
Also,
Wait.
are we sure that?
Real
are we
quick.
Sure, are we sure that Cooper Kupp's gonna have a 2,000 yard season again?
Yeah.
No,
But they're gonna be
let's put
doubling
that-
him.
no,
Let's
no.
put that number.
So that's even more potential
For my
yards.
sake,
I'm sick.
So that's
Let's
even
put
more
the number.
potential yards then.
You just said, where's that other 2,000 going? And then said Allen Robinson can get 1,500 of the rest of the 2,000 yards.
Because
So it's
no,
500 yards for
then you
everybody
have-
else?
Tyler Higbee getting
Brandon,
250.
then you
Cam
have-
Akers getting 53.
Brandon, then you have to add in the yards that Cooper Kupp won't have this year because he's not going to have another 2,000 yard season.
Why won't
Okay,
he?
why
They're
are
going
you?
to be doubling him.
Okay,
He's gonna
why
get- he's gonna
are
get
you
26
assuming
years.
Stafford is going to be as good as he was last
the
season?
slot.
Why would he? This is
Didn't
the
they
second
do
year in the
that?
McVay offense.
Didn't they
we
do
always
that
say
this
that
year?
Sean McVay makes quarterbacks better.
Bro,
Okay. Let's say Cooper Kupp is a slightly worse
Yeah,
last year. Let's say he don't get 2,000. Let's
Look.
say he gets
here's my real
1,600.
question.
Why are you assuming there's 400 yards going everywhere?
So at what
yards
point-
could just not happen?
But
It's
look,
Why
possible.
wouldn't they happen? So unless you're running the ball, where are those yards
The
going?
reasoning for him getting worse is not because they're doubling him, because he plays in the slot. You're not doubling in the slot.
Are you sure?
I
And
think,
if anything, he
they're
faced
gonna
all the
double
double teams
Thank
in the
you.
slot already. You're not getting any more different coverage.
I think my
You
real-
can't change
But the
the-
point is, Allen Robinson
My
is
real
not gonna,
thing with Cooper
But the
Kupp
point
is-
is, Allen Robinson's going to be in single coverage. He's not going to be getting double teamed like he was in Chicago
Allen
with bad
Robinson-
quarterbacks.
They-
Think about it. You're giving him Matthew Stafford now.
They
You have a number one
focus-
receiver in Cup, and he's going to be double teamed.
Allen Robinson
Cup is
is
not going
not
to have
that
as many
guy.
yards as he did last year, so
But
those yards are going to have to go
that's
somewhere.
not
didn't they
his-
say?
that's
But
not
didn't they
him.
say that week after week
What?
about the same thing about Cup? I mean, I feel like if somebody has like 1,000 yards in the first 4 games, it's really like in your mind to
He
maybe
did not.
try and
Why
stop.
did you say
did not
that? He
have
did
a
not have a
thousand
thousand
This is
yards.
what. See, this is what
Nah,
I'm talking
But
about.
even
I
when he
get
was-
what you're saying.
when
though.
he was having
he
games that
finished
didn't-
the season with 2,000 yards. Like at some point, they were doubling them. They didn't say, "Oh yeah, single coverage. Oh, go away. Go, hey linebacker, go check Cooper Kupp."
This
He
is
got
that's
like
the problem.
1,500
This
yards.
isn't the NBA.
Well,
they didn't
no.
say.
So
let-
why
No.
would so let me ask you this? Why wouldn't you just have a number one corner travel with him the whole game? I know he's playing in the slot, but why not do that?
Because
and
that's
then have a safety over the top.
You just
You
answered
want-
your question.
They didn't do it.
Sean
But that's
McVay
my
would
point. They didn't
do
do it
that
last
to
year.
Who didn't do it?
Defensive teams did
Why?
not cover Cooper Kupp with their number.
These are professional
What last
football
year?
teams.
That's what.
Why didn't they do it?
I don't
Cause
know,
Sean
Brandon.
Mc-
I'm not in those
cause Sean
times.
McVay would
if
have
I was,
emotion
I
and
would
all
put my
that
number
type
one
stuff.
corner on Cooper Kupp. Why did they not do that?
Dang.
I don't know.
So Sean McVay see the number one corner. He gonna say, "Yeah, Cooper, stand right there."
I'm gonna be serious.
No,
they can't
he's
even
gonna
put
move him
he's gonna
around. But
move
the
him around.
point is, you have your corner travel with
the
him.
number one corner on the team.
So question. When Robert was healthy, was he a top 10 wide receiver?
Who?
No,
So what's the difference with Allen Robinson is?
Allen
Are
Robinson.
you saying? I don't think
I'm not saying Allen Robinson is the top 10 receiver right now.
You said he would have
him and Robert Woods and Allen Robinson and Robert Woods on the same level.
No,
I think Allen
no,
Robinson
not.
is slightly better.
Allen
Slightly
Robinson is
better. I
better.
don't know what he is right now.
Our
Honestly.
goal
The
here
problem. See,
was
this is
Matthew
the problem.
Stafford.
See, this is the problem. Allen Robinson was playing on the Chicago Bears team last year. They had a rookie quarterback in no line. So now we're looking at him differently. When people were literally,
No.
when everybody was literally,
If anything,
trying,
you get your numbers up.
Nobody was ever calling
when
him top 10
everybody was saying he should get at least like 4 years, maybe 60 to 80 million a year.
Okay.
In terms of contract.
Even-
Before this season,
Even then, was he a
That's
top
not
10 receiver?
Was
He
he
was-
viewed as somebody who would have been?
he was
And
viewed
look,
as a number one receiver that could be in the top.
Receivers
Really?
nearing
Yes.
30 don't do this. This never happens. They never get exponentially better. Allen Robinson has never been viewed as near a top
But he's
10
always
receiver.
been a 1,000-yard receiver before the
Listen,
season.
exactly. And that's what he will continue to be. He was not touching 1,500.
So you tell me-
1,500 is a lot of yards.
Okay, so
When
he
when-
can't get an extra 200. Is that what y'all saying?
Don't
I said
get
1,200 to 15.
You can't
I
say
said
an
12 to
extra
15.
200.
I said 12
Okay.
to 15.
Is he guaranteed
But
to
when
get
he
me
got
1,000?
when he
you're
got
thinking
1,000,
about?
he was the number one option, right?
Yes. But
He's
he
not
was
the
also
number
facing
one
double
option.
teams and other things.
Okay.
That boy Kenny Galladay.
He's not the number one option.
He
though.
Kenny Galladay.
I understand
bro.
that. But like, who else were they going to throw the ball to?
Man,
It's Sean McVay. He'll make.
No. I'm talking about when he was in Chicago. Now,
Cole
when-
Kmet.
But then they had that. Who was that white boy they had thrown to the?
wait.
He was dropping the ball. He'll throw anybody.
How many games did Allen Robinson play last year?
Yeah, he
Not that many
he
games.
didn't play
He didn't play that many games.
So who did he play with before? Jay Cutler, Mitchell Trubisky.
He did not play with
Nah.
Jay or Mitchell.
Who was the
He was playing with.
quarterback?
He's playing with
But
like Nick
Bulls.
Foles.
Oh man.
Nick Foles.
I don't know,
Justin
man.
Fields,
Nick
Andy
Foles has-
Dalton last year.
Nick
So
Foles
look,
has the
Allen
greatest
Robinson
single
had
season
1,200 yards
of
the year
in
before
NFL
last.
history. So
Look, he had 1,200 yards the year before last.
Nick
He
Foles
was
has the
top
greatest
10?
single season in NFL history.
No,
I don't think he was top 10, but he was in that
Is
conversation.
is
He was
Allen
not in that
Robinson? Is
conversation.
Allen Robinson
He's
passing
good, just
1250 and 6 touchdowns? He may get more touchdowns and he may have more yards. His best season with the
You just-
Jaguars.
that's
Listen,
my point.
his
You
best
just
season
said-
with the Jaguars was 1,400 yards, and nobody has ever called him a top 10 receiver
Because
in the
he was in
league.
Jacksonville with a bad quarterback, and he's in Chicago with a bad
Bro,
quarterback.
if you're with a bad quarterback and 1,400 yards,
Are you still not top 10 wide receiver?
That's on the media then. What do y'all want me to
On
do?
the-
What
If
do y'all
it
want me to
was-
do?
but-
We're not the
Wait,
media.
wait.
We're not talking. We're
You
talking
just,
about our list.
but you just said he had 1,400 yards in Jacksonville, and people weren't talking about him.
I said
what am I supposed
none.
to do?
I said none of us. You viewed him as a top 10 receiver.
I don't. I think he's in that discussion if he has those numbers. That's
At
my
that
point.
time, when he did have those numbers,
When he did
you
have
mentioned
them,
it.
was he
I didn't
With
know
the
about
team.
him back then.
so they gonna
You
have.
didn't know about a receiver getting 1,400 yards.
I did not know about him getting 1,400 back then. Because they were in Jacksonville. He was in Jacksonville.
Oh,
I
you're
didn't know who he was.
They gonna have two. Top,
I didn't know who he was
They gonna
until he got
have
to
two.
Chicago.
They gonna have two top 10 receivers on the same team.
Yes.
I mean, that is possible.
Again.
How many
Matthew,
teams
again.
have that?
Again.
Oh, just one.
Again.
The
Matthew,
Bengals.
again.
And what
Matthew,
team is that?
The Bengals.
Buccaneers.
Oh shit.
The Bengals do
Oh,
not
it's
have
three-
two
the
top 10
Buccaneers-
receivers.
Again,
Y'all
again,
said-
Matthew
Y'all said-
T. Higgins is not top
Again,
10.
Matthew
That's
Stafford-
even worse than saying Allen Robinson.
I don't know. T. T. Higgins? You ain't watched the film, man. I'm
Not
gonna
T.
tell you.
Dog.
You have a better case than the Raiders having 2 top 10 receivers.
They
Now
do.
the Bucks got 2 times.
The Bucks. That's what I'm
If
talking
Cooper Cup, never mind.
No, but my point is, Matthew Stafford.
But even with them
Stafford-
having 2 top 10 receivers on the Bucks,
Yeah.
was they both getting 1,400 yards?
I think they both got at least like 1,200 last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Mike Evans sniffed 1,000. I
about
remember
to
that
say,
game.
he barely-
That
I remember
incentive-
it.
He barely got the
He barely
incentive.
got
Godwin didn't get no because he got hurt.
He got hurt.
I
Yeah.
know he didn't get that.
No, the year before.
The year before?
No, I'm
Yeah.
talking about
The
last
Super
year.
Bowl year.
No, I'm talking about last year when Brady had all them yards. Like,
So you talking about last season?
yeah. So what were the yardage? What were the yardage? So
Chris Godwin got 1,100, and then Mike Evans barely got 1,000.
Yeah, I remember he barely
and AB got how much?
AB,
what?
I forgot about him.
He had a rap career. That's
He left mid-season. I
Bro,
didn't even see what he
okay.
did.
To wrap up the podcast, we really need to go back to Matthew Stafford here. The reason why I have him, I think, is firm at 7, is really just you know what you get, and honestly, he's like the rest of. He's
Hold
like.
on.
Wait.
That was that profound.
Y'all let me finish.
We expected. I was gonna be like, what the hell does that mean?
Y'all didn't-
I know what I'm getting from Kirk Cousins too. Don't think that's me.
Exactly.
I know exactly what I'm
Exactly.
getting from Tua.
You know
My
you
goodness.
know what you're getting because he's in the same. He's still in. Matthew Stafford is still in that same fold as Matt Ryan. He's still in that same fold. You ain't let me finish.
I
As
ain't say nothing.
Kirk Cousins, to where
Not even
their
Derek Carr?
highs, their Kirk Cousins and Matthew Stafford, and Kirk Cousins, Matthew Stafford, and Matt Ryan. You could probably go about 2-3 other quarterbacks.
He's not
Their
a big
highs
player.
are equivalent to the highs of Matthew Stafford. When he took them to the Super Bowl, when Kirk Cousins had that 1 year that got him that contract, their highs are equivalent to it. But after that,
Wait, what?
no. No, what I'm saying is
I want to see where he's going.
Matthew Stafford has now done
I get
his basically what the best average or mediocre quarterbacks years were. Matthew Stafford continues to do that year after year.
Right.
And at a certain point, it's like,
You talking about like recently or is like his previous years?
No.
I'm talking about, like, if you really look at the stats, like almost all the years, it's terms of him putting like, he'll put up like 30 and 12.
Let me ask you
But
this.
they're 45
And for an average quarterback,
Let me-
there would be like, that's his year.
But the narrative with him has always been like, but hasn't the narrative with Stafford, like I'm pretty sure I'm like spawn, but like he hasn't been on a good team. He been
Yeah.
on a good team. Maybe just watch what happens.
Exactly.
And he won
Exactly.
a Super Bowl.
Yeah, exactly.
But look, did they win the
Okay,
Super Bowl?
okay.
Look,
I
did
get
they-
he won the Super Bowl, but that team had Von Miller, Aaron Donald, and Jalen Ramsey.
Listen, no, it's not even
Nah,
that
but
far. If you put Derek Carr on the Rams, do they win the Super Bowl?
No.
Probably.
Yes.
I don't think so.
I think
I don't
Kirk
think so.
Cousins gets him to the NFC
You tell me Sean
Championship.
McVay
I
not
don't
getting
think
Derek
so.
Carr to a championship?
I don't think
I
so.
think Derek
Kirk
Carr
Cousins
gets
might
it.
get to the Super Bowl.
Sean
If they
McVay
go to
got
49ers,
Sean McVay. All right, time.
He got Jared Goff.
Sean McVay got a worse team with Jared Goff to the Super Bowl. What are we doing?
if Kirk
Derek
Cousins
Carr-
is on that
Derek
team,
Carr's getting
that
to the
game
Super
against the
Bowl.
49ers is pretty good.
I'm being serious.
I don't
right?
know about
When I say
Kirk
that-
Cousins. Derek Carr.
Derek Carr not making that throw to win the game.
Which one?
The one that he threw to
Is he
Cooper
throwing
Kupp.
to-
That long motherfucking did.
Derek Carr can make that.
There's some
Derek
things.
Carr can make that.
He
There's
can make
something
that
when
Do
you
you
talk
know
about
Derek Carr's arm talent?
Man.
Derek Carr was gonna be an MVP before. Like, let's think about this.
that.
They went
Nah,
12 and
that's
5.
crazy.
Derek Carr was
Nah.
MVP talented.
I need to hear what week 6, week 7
And if we're
MVP race look
projecting-
like.
No, he was.
We
no,
all-
he was.
No, he was like-
No. He
well,
was
like
going
towards
to.
the end of the season,
Like he
he
got
was
hurt
just,
like the week
like
before, like the week before the
14.
playoffs.
Like week 14? Yeah.
Yeah.
They
No,
went
Derek Carr
12
was really
and
going to MVP
They
this
Broke
went
his leg and
12
they had
and
to
four.
start
He's definitely going to win
You
MVP.
think he's gonna win MVP this year?
No. That was like years ago. Was that the same season?
I thought you said that was
Was that the same season Carson?
Yes. They
Yeah.
both
No.
did.
That
Connor
was a different
started
season.
the
That was the
Phillies.
year before. That was the year before Carson.
Was it?
It was.
The Raiders went 12 and 4, and then they lost to the Texans in the first round. The next year was when Carson Wentz and them went.
It was the
went to
next
Super
year.
Bowl. Yeah. Let me make sure.
My thing.
'Cause
I'm
I
just
swear, I
saying.
swear that was different.
Y'all look-
Is
y'all look at
Derek
Matt-
Carr winning the Super Bowl with the Rams? You don't think so?
I have Derek Carr like 11 or 12.
No,
So
no.
they're not far off.
But no. That's my point is
I think
that
he
was
takes.
the perception
I think he
of
takes
Matthew
him there.
Stafford.
I think he takes him there. But Matthew Stafford had that little bit extra that won him that game.
I agree.
Literally,
What was a little bit extra?
it was him
In the
making
Super Bowl?
it.
In the Super Bowl.
It was
what a
in
little
the
bit
Super Bowl. It was him making them throws, taking them risks. One of them throws, we
Yeah,
can
'cause
go
this is
back
the year
and
Matt
watch the
Ryan
clip.
won MVP.
We can watch that interception. It hit him literally in his hands. It bounced off his hands and went to another guy. He never played a snap after that.
Well, he shouldn't have been
I
in
don't
the
know.
game. But
I think he's still in the
that
team.
still was not.
He might take yards away from Allen Robinson. I'm listening.
If anybody's gonna do it, it's gonna be Manny Jefferson.
He's going to get the
I
500.
forgot about him.
I don't know, man.
After the dust settles with
Now,
4,500
wait,
between two receivers.
And to put the cherry on the top, forget all the yardage and stuff.
Oh, no.
Like if they get if OBJ comes back healthy in like November, that's their top.
OBJ don't play for them. Who you play for?
He's
He's
not
not
He's
there
free
right
agent
now. That's my
but
point.
they
So
saying he might go
So
back.
they
We don't
signed.
know.
So they signed him in like October, November. He's fully healthy. That's
Wait,
that's
come on.
the best receiver.
That-
of
You
all
do
time.
not help from an ACL that
All time?
fast.
that ruins your argument for Allen Robinson.
No, I'm talking about Stafford. I'm talking about Stafford now.
Okay, but Odell, if he comes back in November, somebody's not with Philadelphia. That's impossible with help from the
Alright.
ACL that fast.
It was a good podcast.
He got hurt in February.
All right,
Yeah,
doctor.
Super Bowl.
Yeah. So that's what 9 months.
9 months is typical.
Bro, no,
Yeah, to
9
come
months,
back to run be normal.
9
Not to
months is
play
great.
high level.
I don't think that'd be 9 months is great.
Like that's
Great recovery.
ridiculous.
How long
recovery.
Kawhi Leonard been out?
ACL injuries?
How
He had
long
a
Jamal
partial
Murray
ACL.
been out?
It takes like 2
That's a good
years.
point.
How long Chase Young been out?
No, but
Man, when did
So when you talk about like,
When it was
when did
those
Saquon
are
Barkley
really
tear
different
his ACL?
situations.
last season.
we
He's
t-
still
this
not
is
back
surprise
himself.
me. They're not using Big O, man. That's what it is.
With-
Y'all not using the worst case in time complexity. I keep using best case. I keep saying 8 to 9 months.
I think that's what Brian's doing as well when he's considering Allen Robinson. I think he's doing
That's definitely the best case
Like
scenario.
no, I don't even know if that's best case. That's like beyond like reality.
Allen Robinson get 1,500. He might
Like-
come back later year easily.
Like come on,
He
man.
might be MVP. I
Look,
don't know,
if he
man.
MVP is crazy.
If he gets 1,500 yards in the second year and not the first, what was
Nah.
he doing the first year?
If he gets 1,500 yards in Cooper Cup,
Film.
I'm not understanding the world where he gets 1,500 yards and Cooper Cup doesn't get at least 15 in the elite as well.
Okay, that's fine.
If both of them get 1,500,
That's crazy.
do you understand how record breaking that is?
But think
That's
about this.
ridiculous.
Matthew Stafford threw like 4,700 passing yards last year.
Why are you
Is
so
it not-
to the game?
That's
is
the
it
best
not
case
possible-
scenario.
Let's go to
No,
the
no,
game.
I'm saying
Bro,
last year
we're
he
going
threw
to the game. We're going to
4,700
the game.
passing yards.
That's
Is
enough.
it not
Can
is it
somebody
not
wrap up the
possible
show,
for him to
please?
have
Can somebody wrap up the
1,600
show,
yard
please?
passing?
You telling me
Man,
two
we're gonna
receivers?
have
two receivers
Break
get-
wide receivers next. You want to talk about this?
Last time that happened was with who?
Allen Robinson isn't
I don't
even
think
going to be on the
that's
Randy
option
Moss
list.
and
He's
Chris-
not.
Randy
They're
Moss
gonna
and
be
Chris
like,
Carter.
Did Chris Carter get 15?
If Randy Moss and Chris Carter didn't get 15, what makes you think Cooper Kupp and Allen Robinson is going to break records? It's the same thing when he's talking about Mac Jones. If they run the ball 60 times
This
in
is
the
why
game,
this
that don't
is
mean
why
they're a
I'm
good
modifying
quarterback.
this at 12 to 15 since he's the number 2 option.
I don't even think.
But Matt,
I
but
think
my
what
point
happens is if they get
That's-
to the
that's-
middle of the season and he has 600-700 yards, Cooper Kupp is going to be unleashed.
No, 1,200.
And he's
That's
gonna
what you
stop
get
getting
as the
targets.
first option. How is he getting that as the second option?
because Cooper Kupp is going to take away the attention
Okay.
that he would usually be having.
You
So
can't just
Cooper
take
Kupp's
yards and move them over. That's not how that
So
works.
Cooper
But
Kupp's
think
not.
about it. Allen Robinson on the
You
team's
can't
second.
just-
But think about it. Allen Robinson on the team's second best corner with no help over the top. Is that not dangerous?
He will be on the first best corner. That's the first thing.
You might have said clearly they're not putting the
Because
best
Cooper
corner.
Kupp
Cooper
is-
Kupp. So the best corner might be Allen Robinson.
So Allen Robinson get 1,500 on CB1s all year.
CB2s.
Why?
Who's
You
Hey,
just
man.
saw
No.
them.
What
Why would he be on
CB1?
a CB1?
So who's
Is he
guarding?
get-
Who are the CB1s guarding?
Who's the Eagles CB2? He didn't just add.
When have they ever
Who
done
did
that?
just add as their
That's the
quarterback too?
problem.
James
So-
Bradbury.
No, but he's been saying the whole time
Hey,
Kupp's gonna be.
Is he getting 100 yards on the CB2 for the Eagles?
Yes.
James
James
Bradbury?
Bradbury, for real?
I think he can do it.
Allen Robinson?
James Bradbury is a good corner, but we saw him get torched a few times last year.
By who?
Man, I don't care who the quarterback is. If
who
Allen
was torching your
Robinson,
best
if Allen
defender?
Robinson was still a top 10 wide
I think
receiver
this is-
talent,
This scenario
the yards would still come.
this scenario is only possible with Jameis Winston. I'm gonna be honest.
That's
Jameis
not-
He's
Winston
absolutely right. James
is
is
the only man
person that would let that happen.
Only man that can do something like that. Matthew Stafford is good, but Matthew Stafford is not putting 3,000 plus yards on 2 receivers.
You know how many crazy throws you have to attempt to even. Let
You
that
know how
happen?
many ESPN graphics you would see every week before they play in the next game?
You also gotta think about this. Matthew Stafford's probably healthiest season possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the healthiest.
It's never gonna happen again. He's gonna get injured.
I don't think he'll be as happy again.
Damn.
He wasn't.
You
even-
think he's gonna
you
get-
know
We
what's
should've cut
crazy?
the
He wasn't even
podcast.
healthy. He wasn't even healthy last season. He was hurt during.
Right, he
the
got
season.
hurt.
Yeah, why are we acting like he played so good last year?
He had a 3
Well, for him, he played really
He
good.
had
He led the league in picks.
He had a 3.5 to 1 touchdown to interception ratio.
Man,
How
you're
many
getting
interceptions?
coached by Sean McVay, and you have a receiver getting 2,000 yards.
We want to thank you for coming to this
But think about it. How
episode
many interceptions did Tom
of,
Brady throw his first year in
What's the Play
Tampa?
Podcast. I'm Jalen Brown. This is Nate, Brian, Christian, Brandon, Jalen as well. Brought to you by Calypso. Drink more Calypso. And that's all we have for tonight. Y'all sleep well. Talk to y'all later.